Thanks for checking out this horror film review from the BananaLaser Horror Podcast. You can find our full archive of every unedited show at horrorphilia.com. Also, subscribe to BananaLaser on iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube. This is YouTube. Well, click subscribe. Thanks, and keep on banana-ing.
I'm sure she'll be absolutely fascinated when I tell her about it. She's a confirmed ghost story and horror film addict.
All right, lasers, we're back, and we got a stellar movie discussion for you, and that is Stephen King's The Shining from 1997, directed by the masterful Mick Garris, starring Rebecca De Mornay as Wendy, Steven Weber as Jack, the kid's name is Cortland Mead as Danny, and Melvin Van Peebles as Dick Halloran. This, like I said, premiered on ABC in 1997 to huge acclaim. This was Stephen King's answer to Stanley Kubrick's film that came out, I don't know, whenever it did. I don't really remember. But
70s, I think.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, like I said, it's directed by Mick Garris, and what a better, there is no better director to have to helm this project, because he really took it and ran with it. He made this what it should have been from the book. He took Stephen King's written word and literally put that on screen masterfully. Just talk about the hedge animals, and that scene.
Yeah, they couldn't afford it before, so now they have now they can do CGI and actually execute it the right way.
Do it right.
Yeah, and it looked fucking awesome. I mean, I couldn't believe how good something from, a miniseries on ABC could look. Incredible.
Hey, dude, you saw It, right? That was a miniseries.
Yeah, exactly.
Look how good that was. And wasn't that one guy from Jaws 4, Van Peebles or something?
Well, this is his dad.
This is
You're thinking of Mario Van Peebles?
I knew the last name. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is his dad.
Dick was hollering. Yeah.
Dick was hollering when he saw those naked girls on the wall.
Yeah. Doesn't that kid kind of remind you of Haley Joel Osment a little bit?
Yeah, no shit. I never made that connection, but you're right.
Ain't it though? Like the little kid, especially when he was really young at the end of Forrest Gump, like in that time period.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, hello, Mr. Gump. Yeah.
And Steven Weber, who plays Jack, incredible. This guy came came from a comedic background. I think he was on the show Wings or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's got a comedic background. What better than to have a comedian in this role? It makes perfect sense.
Well, why? Let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good because people at this time only knew him as a lighthearted fucking swell guy, and he plays the role that way the first half of the movie. So when he changes to what the hotel makes him into, then you actually in this movie see the progression from fucking good old boy to fucking raving lunatic. Right. That's what's great about this.
That's the point that email made, because Jack was an asshole right from the beginning. So when you take a guy like that, who's known as a comedian, funny thing, you actually in your mind there's a progression to what it actually becomes just from what you formerly know him from. And the same thing with the wife. She was from fucking Risky Business, The Wedding Crashers, Identity, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, dude.
Meow.
And she's hot. Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what Stephen King envisioned when he wrote the fucking novel. He wanted her to, his words officially were, I wanted her to be a cheerleader type, an ex-cheerleader type that never had a bad day in her life until she got to the hotel. That was his vision. So guess what? It was executed.
And yeah, she's way better than fucking olive oil. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fucking olive oil.
Jesus.
Your fucking spinach. Get the fuck out of my face.
Go, Popeye. Oh, Jack. I think we should get Danny out of here.
Brutus. Is Brutus the one who got that bruise on his neck? Shut the fuck up. And the kid has a great career. I mean, it mostly took off after this movie, but he was in Babe, The Little Rascals. This is before the Shining miniseries, and then it catapulted him to The Bug's Life and Go.
Go?
He was in Go?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he must have been in the background or something.
Oh,
Wow.
hey, man. That's what he's known for. So.
Well, I mean, this movie, it's just incredible, guys. And to be totally honest, I cannot keep up this facade anymore, guys, seriously, because I have never seen this miniseries. I know, Dave, you've seen it, and probably your comments were pretty honest, but we're not fucking talking about Stephen King's The Shining from 1997. Sorry, guys.
Okay, go to the timestamp and skip this if you wanted to hear that.
Rewind. Yeah, no.
Hold up. Yep.
We're talking about Stanley Kubrick's The Shining from 1980. This movie, we've talked about a lot. Dave and I have talked about this movie, seemingly every show that we do, because
It comes up, yeah.
Yeah, I've given it comes up almost as much as Friday 13th. But
That's what you guys talk about.
Jesus Christ. Oh, it's The Shining and Friday 13th, guys. Yeah, I fucking heard it. Click. No downloads for them. So, but, and I've given my history. I've stated before, this is my favorite horror film, and I believe you agree with me, right, Dave?
Yes, sir, I do. It sure is.
Yeah. And it's, I don't want to say, it's definitely not for everyone. It's unique. And that's because of the guy who made it, Stanley Kubrick. He took Stephen King's book and then adapted it, but really made it his own work. And so much so that Stephen King hates Stanley Kubrick for making this movie. He's gone on record for saying he hates the movie and how much he despises Kubrick for even putting it out. At the beginning, Stephen King actually wrote the first draft of the screenplay, because as the author of the story, that was his legal right to do that. And he thought, hey, Stanley Kubrick, here you go. Here's the first draft. Here's a lot of ideas, that you can use. Stanley Kubrick said, thanks, man. Looked at the cover, threw it in the fucking trash. He had no intention of ever making exactly what Stephen King wrote. And I think it's for the better. And not to discredit Stephen King, because he's a talented author. I mean, there's no way he can't be talented, because when you look at how many adaptations have done on his stories, he's definitely incredible.
Oh my God! Mm-hmm. Wow! And I'm gonna say this: I've seen The Shining more than I've seen any other movie. So I can't really comment on Kubrick as a director until recently. I mean, I've seen Full Metal Jacket a few times, but never really paid attention to. I was just more into the dialogue between Private Pyle and all that shit, and I got off on the lines. And honestly, after they get to the war, I was out of it. I was done with the movie. I didn't care anymore. I was just into that, the altercation between Private Pyle and whatever the fuck, and R. Lee Ermey, whatever his character's name was. I loved that. It was humorous, great dialogue, whatever. I didn't really look at how it was filmed, and it's been years. Now, as I'm getting older, I'm paying more attention to the way things are filmed. I know a little bit more about, how movies are made, and I appreciate things in a different way. Now, I watched a bunch of documentaries. I watched that Room 237, because all they do is kiss Kubrick's ass. Granted, they have a bunch of different crazy fucking...
Crazy.
Yeah. Some of them hold water a little bit. Some of them
maybe like two of them.
Yeah, that's fine, right. But still, I'm glad that I sat down and watched it, because that started me on appreciating Kubrick for the director he is.
Yep.
Then I watched this past week every documentary and everything I could about this movie and about Kubrick himself. So I really got into him, and now it's a whole new thing. And now I think the fucking guy's amazing, and I cannot wait to watch the rest of his movies.
Yeah, I'm a huge Kubrick fan. He's one of my top directors of all time. His work, he's a cinematographer first. That is what he excels at above directing, in my opinion, because the way he's able to frame images he's essentially like a photographer, and the way he's able to move the camera and do push-ins and stuff like that, it's fascinating. So the look of it and the feel of it always comes first with him, and the story is secondary. And I think that's why a lot of people kind of not necessarily shit on, but have disagreements with this film, is that he doesn't pull enough from the story that Stephen King had wrote. Dave, you got to check out Clockwork Orange. You haven't seen that? You must check that out.
I will.
2001: A Space Odyssey. I mean,
Yep.
A lot of these movies are also associated to me, and maybe to the general audience, as drug movies. That when I first was introduced to Clockwork Orange, it was like a weed movie or something. You started smoking weed, well, you watch this movie, it's crazy. And then 2001 obviously is like a fucking acid kind of movie and shit like that. But really, it's just that it's just so stylized, and that nobody is able to imitate these kind of films, and that's what really makes them special. He then wanted to do something different. He wanted to do a horror movie, essentially, but with his own flair. He saw what William Friedkin did with The Exorcist, a huge, top 5 horror movie of all time, and it was done by a guy who's a serious director. He'd never done a horror movie before, and that's what he did. So Stanley saw that and then wanted to do something like that.
He's obviously not a horror movie director.
No.
However, he's a movie director. He's a film director who stepped in and made a horror movie, and then he did the same thing. He made a sci-fi movie with 2001. He's a guy that does what he wants and makes different types of movies and brings all this talent to the table and makes the best movie he can. And I'm a Stephen King. I fucking love Stephen King. I mean, if you want to say top 5 people ever influential in horror, Stanley Kubrick's on that short list. And I do know why he didn't make a Stephen King movie, because Stephen King is extremely descriptive in what he writes, and this would not be, even though this movie's 2 hours and 20 minutes, what have you. Kubrick is about visual and about bringing different things to the table. He can't really fit all that into a movie. So I do understand that. I love Stephen King, but I completely understand why he made this movie as a Stanley Kubrick movie and rejected King. I kind of feel bad, and Stephen King does have sour grapes. And, what does he say? He says that this movie's like a fancy car with no engine. It looks beautiful. You can get in the car. And I understand that. He doesn't think that Kubrick understands horror. I think that's sour grapes. I think that he does understand horror. And I think what he does in this movie, I mean, I can't tell you how many movies really scare me. This is one of the very few to this day that do. That there are scenes in this movie that to me are genuinely frightening and make me feel uneasy. So, what
More
else
so
can you
than
say?
Human Centipede?
Human Centipede is just fucking hysterical.
That's horror.
It's hysterical. This is terror. This really is.
Yeah, the whole thing is just a building sense of dread, and the feeling that you get from it. And yeah, there's quote unquote horror stuff in this movie. There's not really a lot of it. It's all about the feeling of it and all that. And I'm pretty sure at the time that it was released, a lot of audiences rejected it because by then, Carrie had come out and Stephen King was well known. He was a big author at that point. People had read the books and were fans of the books first and foremost. Then you see this film and it's like, well, this is just very different. It's not what I want to see. No, thank you. But then obviously over time, time always tells. And over time, people cite this as just being a classic, for that reason. And I've never read the book, and I haven't seen that weird miniseries that Dave loves, but
I don't love it. It's a good counterpiece to the movie because I've read the book, and it stays truer to the book. So that's what I like it for. It's a good counterpiece.
Here's my problem with it, though, is that Jack Nicholson in the lead role is so iconic. How could you ever read the written page and not think of him or try to watch the other miniseries? and not think of him. You can't do it. He blew the role out of the water. It's incredible. You just can't picture it without him in it.
They all did. Every single person in this movie did a fucking fantastic job acting. Every one of them. I cannot picture it any other way. From Nicholson to Duvall to fucking little Danny Lloyd to Scatman Carruthers. If I go back and read the book, that's all I can picture, and I think every fucking one of them nailed it, and that's just the acting. Talk about Kubrick's direction and the fucking cinematography and the music, and then it's the perfect horror movie.
Let's get into it. If you guys haven't seen this movie, we're going to talk about it. Surely you've seen this. I mean, come on. You've had how many, 34 years or whatever it is to see it.
You fucking better see it if you haven't.
Oh, yeah. Please see it.
Although, Alex, geez, how long was it between takes?
Oh, yeah, that's right. So we're Uber fans, and then we got Alex Edwards here.
Right.
Where do you fit in all this?
Well, the first time I watched this, back in 2001, is when Blockbuster used to have... You know what Blockbuster is, right? Okay.
Yeah.
They explain this. No, everybody. There used to be rental stores. So Blockbuster used to have this deal where you pay $25 a month, and you can take, I forget if it was 1 or 2 movies at a time, and as long as you bring them back, you could take 2 more, even if you come back 4 times in a day. So I used to do that, and I used to I went through all the horror movies and just brought them home and just copied them and put them in like a folder, and then just went there and did it again and kept doing it and got as many as I could. And I don't even know why I never gave The Shining a second thought, but somehow that ended up in my thing. I guess I just figured, oh yeah, I remember that. That's iconic, whatever. So I finally gave it a chance. I pulled it out of the one of the 100, DVDs I copied, and I watched it. Maybe because everybody was talking about it or something like that. I don't know why. So I watched it, and it was just the most boring, dull thing I ever saw in my life. And the climactic ending just wasn't that great to me, and it was just like, whatever. And I remember telling people when I, was asked about it, I was trying to be funny or something. I used to say, like, dude, you could take an hour out of this fucking movie, and it'll be so much better. And so you want to know my revelation now?
Yes.
So
fucking A, he's putting them right on there. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so I watched it again now, a week ago or whatever, and there's no way on earth you could take anything out of this. Mm-hmm. And it is really long, even though I hung in there the whole time and I was interested. Nothing bored me. Every scene moved along. It did seem like I did wonder how much longer this is. And I knew it was long, so I did check, and I was like, what the fuck could they possibly do in the next 45 minutes? That kind of stuff happened. But I'm not saying that anything that was on screen was bad. But yeah, I mean, it went from being a 1 out of 5 to a 4 out of 5 to me. Like, I don't know where my mind...
Shit.
Yeah, it's just like I'm a different person or something,
right,
or whatever, but like this movie, I can watch every scene and almost see how iconic and classic they all are without even really feeling that way upon watching it. Like, that's how powerful it is, I guess. Like, I wondered, will I even like this kid? Is it going to be annoying or whatever? Loved him. There's nothing, like, every reaction he had to everything was great. The Shelley Duvall used to go, get the fuck out of fucking olive oil. And she did amazing. The progression and just everything was just dead on. And of course, Nicholson, who could possibly critique someone like that? I mean, it's just stupid to do it. And yeah, I mean, it was perfectly cast. Even like the guys whose dick screaming or whatever, hollering.
Dick Screamin'. That's his porn name. All right, ladies, Dick Screamin's here. No, you said there's nothing you could be cut out of this movie, and
You disagree?
I disagree. And maybe this goes back to where I don't think it's a perfect film. You made me think of this. Is that in the third act, when after Danny shines to Dick, and he understands what's going on.
He polishes his what?
Then we see Dick get on the phone. He calls the people. Then we see him book a flight. Mm-hmm. We see him fly on that airplane. We see him land. We see him make some more phone calls.
Is this like the Rob Zombie of filmmaking?
Then we see him rent a snowcat.
Buy a gun.
Yeah, exactly.
Kill an animal. Get bullied at school.
But that's the only thing to me is that but I love seeing Scatman Crothers. I'm a Scatman. Beat up. I love seeing him on screen. Right. So it's a double-edged sword. But I think some of those some of those scenes closer to the end were a little egregious.
I guess you're right. You know what? Yeah. It did. You're right.
But every time I watch it, it never slows it down for me. You know, I just it's always still fascinating, and I think that's a testament to the filmmaking. It's always fascinating. I love seeing him on screen and his interaction when he's on the phone saying, you know, we left the place in charge with unreliable assholes or whatever he said. You know, that's unreliable asshole. That's all great stuff. You see him laying in bed with the big titty bitches on his wall and shit like that. It's all great, but yeah, you don't necessarily need all that in there. But so if you were to cut something, I would say maybe a couple of those scenes.
I don't know. I do not. I disagree. I don't think they should be cut. I think that's showing how much determination Dick has to get there and everything he goes through to get there. That he's on a flight. That first he makes the phone call, and then he makes the second phone call to fucking KDK1 and wants to know about the family that's at the Overlook and what's going on. And then he gets the second phone call back, and he hasn't heard anything yet. So now he's like in panic mode because we've already seen why he's in panic mode. In that amazing scene where it starts in the bed and it ends in fucking room 237 with Jack later. But we'll get to that.
Wait, Dave. At the where? Over what?
Overlook.
What the fuck is that?
Not the Stanley. The
Stanley Hotel?
Nobody knows that. Nobody.
Let me go back to that. He was right. The Stanley Hotel was the name of the real hotel in fucking Colorado that was filmed when they showed the opening sequence scenes.
You know what? Jason must have looked that up on Google.
You're right.
That's what he did.
He was cheating.
And how weird is it that Stanley Kubrick fucking directed it? So, whatever. You know, it's kind of strange. But I think that it was all necessary for the plot to... Because he gets the second call back and they go, we haven't heard back yet. Then they show for the first time, they showed Monday, Tuesday. They showed different days. Then all of a sudden, you know it's the final day because it says 8 a.m. 8 a.m. comes, and the fucking man is already on the first plane out from Florida. So he's all business. Then he gets to the fucking, to the airport, and then he calls his buddy, fucking Duke from Rocky, and he calls him up, fucking Durkin, and says, hey, listen, I need a fucking snowcat. I need to get there. They're unreliable assholes. I think that it's an exposition. I think it's showing Dick's determination to get there, and fucking he doesn't give a fuck. He's driving through the fucking snow. He is the...
Wait. Okay, how about this, though? How about this argument? Ready? The Rob Dyer bullshit, though.
He is Rob Dyer. Yes, and we'll get to it. You're right. And it's a damn fucking shame. Because, yes, everything went into that. It really is in this case.
Right.
In the book, it wasn't like that, though. And we'll get to that.
Go ahead.
And nobody thought that he was going to... Everyone in the cast, because Kubrick put out a different script every fucking day, no one really knew what was going to go on. And when the time came for that final shot, because Kubrick also filmed everything in fucking sequence on top of everything else. Because he's very meticulous, and that's what he does. And that's what he did. And the day he did get fucking finally whacked, nobody expected it to happen. So it was kind of a shock. It didn't happen in the book. The book had a different ending, and nobody expected it. And yes, I was going to bring that same comparison up. He is Rob Dyer, and it's actually sad because so much went into it. Because he shined with Danny. Right. Danny called to him. And then we see so much goes into him getting there. And what Matt said may have been boring, may have been cut out, where I disagreed. I think it's essential to show the fucking man's determination. Ultimately, it's sad that fucking what happened is what happened, but I wouldn't take it out for a second.
Think about it. Do you know what this is? this is a Janet Leigh moment in a weird way. You know, Janet Leigh, the amazing thing is that she was bumped off in the first, third of the movie. But the amazing thing here is that you built this guy's character over 2/3 of a movie, and it's so fucking long that it's a bigger deal. And then you think that there's no way in the world that we would be sitting through him on the phone, him at an airport. There's no way that this will just, bam, he's dead, and this will go nowhere. So it's just like, what the fuck? Like, it's supposed to be jaw-dropping, built on that premise alone.
Yeah.
It's a reverse Janet Leigh.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think every part of it is necessary.
Yeah,
I
guess you're right. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I just thought you don't see stuff like that in normal film. You don't see people driving to their destination, and shit like that. So that's what made me think of that. But you're absolutely right. Like I said, I wasn't ever bored in any of those scenes or anything. And ultimately, he was the hero. Even though he died, they wouldn't have been able to get out if it wasn't for him driving that snowcat up there that they drove off in. So
yes, and he detracted, and he fucking all of a sudden Jack literally is in the fucking bathroom about to kill his wife, a second away, and he fucking drops what he's doing at that very second, solely because he hears that fucking snowcat come up. He didn't even finish the job. It could have been 30 more seconds. He could have fucking cut her up to death. He stopped right then and there and said, "What the fuck, outsider? I got to take care of him. This is my job." He didn't even fucking think twice. Turned around, went right down there, and hit brilliantly. We'll get to that scene when it comes.
Much to Grady's dismay. Yeah, so, okay, let's jump back. I bought this on Blu-ray for the first time, and right away from the opening credits, man, is this film not look phenomenal? I mean, the helicopter shots for the drive up to the interview look fucking amazing. If you are going to watch this, you must see it on Blu-ray. It is incredible. I couldn't believe how good it looked, and I've seen this a lot. Probably like 20 times. So
dude, you've seen it on VHS on a rental
right?
I've actually seen this in the theater years ago. It was an actual print of the movie, and that was cool too. But yeah,
so did I. Yes, yeah. Wow. Yeah, later on. Yeah.
Seeing this on Blu-ray, especially this opening, is incredible. I love it. But it was easier to spot out the shadow of the helicopter in that one scene. Did you guys see that?
Really? No, I didn't even notice that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I was too fucking hypnotized by the music and the fucking landscape and just the way it's filmed.
Yes, the music. Oh, holy shit. Wow. It fits throughout this film. The music and music cues fit so perfectly. It just adds to the depth of the entire thing. It goes hand in hand. I don't know anything about the music, if Kubrick had his hand in it, how much he had to do with it, but it fits so beautifully. I can't imagine it without this. It's funny because I talked about 2001, and just a little trivia on that. He had somebody write an entire score for that movie, and then he ended up not using that, and he used all pre-existing songs. Like every single bit of music in that movie already existed, and the guy, the composer who did the music, didn't realize it until he went to the theater to see it for the first time. So he's a little bit pissed about that.
Everyone's pissed at this guy.
Yeah, well,
that's Kubrick though. He does what the
King.
fuck he wants.
All geniuses have their haters, right, Alex?
Absolutely. Can we get into this? No. Fucking horrorphilia, fucking post shit.
But it's true, and King does have objections, and I understand what they are. From his point of view, he wants to see. He didn't want Nicholson cast as that part. He said straight up, he's like, that's the wrong part.
Stephen King. Let's see what he can do. Oh yeah, he directed Maximum Overdrive. How many other movies has he directed? 0. Okay?
Well, hold on.
Stick to writing.
I do understand what he's saying from his perspective, because when he wrote the book, he created these characters. So he created a Jack Torrance and he created a fucking Wendy Torrance, and he envisioned them to be this and to be that. And when he heard that Nicholson was going to be, portraying Jack Torrance, he objected because obviously Nicholson had a lot of crazy parts. He had done Cuckoo's Nest and fucking Easy Rider and all them fucked up movies. He was already identifiable as a guy that's kind of kooky, and had done work like that. He wanted a guy to be more, like I was saying in the joke in the intro about Steven Weber, a guy that could play the role as a normal guy and then flip and then fucking completely flip over. He wanted him to be more identifiable with the hotel taking him over and flipping him. So I do understand that. Mm-hmm. But Nicholson's performance, once he flips, is so damn good that nobody in their right mind could. How could you possibly fucking be opposed to that after watching this film? You cannot be. His performance is so fucking good that it's utterly ridiculous for anyone to look at that and say he was the wrong choice for the part. That was what drew me to that movie in the first place, the first time I saw it. I've seen this movie fucking 50 times probably. And that's what drew me to it the first time. It was his performance as a fucking villain was masterful. Everything he did was incredible. There's probably the best performance of a villain in film history.
You had to know that he was fucking crazy from the get-go. When they're riding up there after the interview and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, in the interview, he actually seems somewhat normal and pleasant.
Yeah, completely normal, not even somewhat.
I think that's because his family isn't there. And a lot of this movie is about his resentment for being a father and a husband, I think. But yes, when they're riding up there with his family and he's just staring off, grinning like fucking Jack Nicholson, and his son's like, "Dad, I'm hungry,"
Well, you should have ate your breakfast.
You should have ate your breakfast. Like, your dad's fucking crazy. Oh, why are you guys going up there with him?
See,
oh, man.
But now I realize it. Upon this viewing, I took in different things. Mostly because of watching all the Kubrick documentaries and learning more about the filmmaking, and just because I'm a different person now than I was 20 years ago the first time I saw it, etc. I've come along. Now I'm watching it from a different perspective, and I got to tell you, I loved this movie before. After watching it now, and everything I saw, everything I seen, pardon me. Watching...
It's okay, man.
It's all right. You'll be all right. After seeing this, I feel like what's a good comparison? I fucking had sex with the same woman 1,000 times, and then all of a sudden one day
she blew you.
She turns around and puts a new position on me that she's never done before, and fucking it turns me on so much.
Reverse cowgirl.
I blew my fucking load in a minute. That's what I felt like the last time watching this movie. Because of the documentaries I watched and because of the person I am now and my respect for filmmaking and everything else, I watched upon this movie with new eyes, and I took everything in a different way. And I loved this movie before. It was my favorite movie. Now, I didn't think it was possible to love it anymore, and I do.
How convenient.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry, this is what happened. And this is what I noticed. When he goes for the interview, he's a fucking nice guy. He's a swell guy. Now, even after the interview, when he calls home and talks to Wendy, he is still a swell guy. I think you and Danny are going to love it up here. Yada, yada, yeah.
They're going to love it.
Yeah. And he's still a normal guy. Here's what I believe. I believe when he got to the hotel, he was a normal guy. And as soon as he set foot in there, that's when it starts to take place because it starts to take him over. Now,
dude,
what do you mean? Go ahead.
He pulled the kid's arm out of his socket.
Yeah.
That's alcohol. That's irrelevant. That is alcohol, and that is something that's going to come out later on in the film. He slowly is going to be taken over by the hotel piece by piece, and I'll explain it as we go because I completely fucking am in tune with it. I think I am anyway. Not to fucking think I'm some expert, but this is what I saw the last time I watched it. Yeah, and he feels ultimately fucking guilty about what happened because he was drunk. And he came home, and yeah, he did his thing, and it was a mistake. And what did he do? He said, "Wendy, I'll never touch a drop again." That was a line from the movie. And right then and there, an alcoholic stopped drinking because of what he saw he did to his son. So I think when you get to the heart of it, he is a fucking normal, good guy that does have a problem with alcoholism, and that's the main theme of this book. If you read the book, it's all about a writer with alcoholism, which, of course, by the way, happened to be Stephen King.
Mm-hmm. I kind of agree with you, Dave. I think that yes, he is an average guy who is good, but he's in this relationship with his family that I don't think he wants to be in. And that's why he drinks, and that's why he, let that take him over and physically harm his son in that instance. But then once they go up to the Overlook, that hotel has a power of its own that is able to take him over, essentially. Not take him over, but to transform him.
Sure.
So, yeah, I kind of agree with you on that.
That is and you can really see it slowly happen throughout the film. And I took notes just so I could bring it up when the time comes, exactly when I believe it happened throughout the film. That's why I think Kubrick is masterful in this movie. And that's why I don't mind that he threw out King's, screenplay and did his own thing with the woman that he did it with. Because it really it plays out perfectly as a man who's slowly, possessed, if you will. From the first time he sets foot in it up until the end when he's fucking completely gone. Then at the very end, I think he has a moment of fucking realization. But we'll get to that when the time comes. Same thing. And King also objected to, Shelley Duvall. And once again, I said it earlier about the cheerleader type, the ex-cheerleader never had a rough. Shelley Duvall plays a perfect role in this film as a person who's put up with somebody. You could see her being pushed around and being controlled.
She has to be the weak one. Yeah,
yes.
If she was a strong person, it wouldn't make sense at all. She's definitely a weak person, and that comes across in her performance in every single scene. She's making excuses for why Jack did it. She's constantly trying to, be there for him when he clearly doesn't give a fuck about her or their son even, but she's still sticking it around. She's, I'm going to stand by my man, no matter what, until he bashes my brains in. So,
but it's typical. Yeah, you see that with women that are in those kind of relationships.
Yes. It's an abusive relationship, and she sticks around with it. And she is phenomenal in it.
Oh, my God.
And to see her from where she is in the first scene, it's just great. It's a great arc, and a lot of people attribute that to the director and the style of filmmaking that he did, and doing so many takes and really pushing the actors to their breaking point, which I guess it worked, because I think it's phenomenal. I think it's a little insane, but look at the outcome. It looks like it fucking worked. So
yeah, and I would say she really was in a very unhealthy relationship, and that's a really bad. Honey, I'm recording. Get the fuck out of here. Can you just get the fuck out of my face?
Oh,
Thank
Jesus.
you. Thank you. Okay, she was in a really unhealthy relationship.
I think you really need to correct her.
Yeah?
Correct.
Yeah, I'll bash him right the fuck in. Sorry, guys. I told her to stay out of the lounge. She just don't get it. Ain't like the dungeon. Go ahead. I had no point I was making anyway. Distracted me. I can't concentrate with you here.
Hired a man named Charles Grady as the winter caretaker. And he came up here with his wife and two little girls, I think about 8 and 10. And he had a good employment record, good references. And from what I've been told, he seemed like a completely normal individual. But at some point during the winter, he must have suffered some kind of a complete mental breakdown. He ran amok and he killed his family with an axe. Stacked them neatly in one of the rooms of the West Wing, and then he put both barrels of a shotgun in his mouth.
Then you got the son, Danny, and he's a very young child. This kid acted the shit out of this role. Wow. And that's hard to come by in such a strange role that he has to do. He has the ability that is known to Dick Halloran, Dick Yellen, whatever you called him, as The Shining. And it's the name. Dick Screaming. It's the name of the movie, The Shining. Okay, well, it's kind of confusing ultimately to me what The Shining is, because it seems like, well, hear me out. It seems like Danny has his Shining, okay, and Dick Halloran has his Shining, and to some extent, in my opinion, Jack Torrance has his ability to shine.
Yes. And by the way, it's the shin. You don't want to get sued.
Oh yeah, the shinning. Yeah,
The shinning.
good point.
Yeah.
So yes, okay. Take for instance when we're at the hotel and Dick Screamin' is telling Danny that he's explaining The Shining. He's like, it's passed down generationally. My grandmother and I used to have conversations without ever opening our mouths. And that's where it stops with Dick. It was just about a mental connection where you can communicate with people. Well, that's not the case with
No.
with
Let
Danny.
me interrupt. I'm sorry. He knows what's going on in room 237, and he knows
That's
what's
fine.
going on in the
Yeah,
hotel.
he explains that. But he
Okay.
explains that because the hotel also has its own version of Shining, which he says.
Okay.
And that it just, it replays, what he says. It shows you pictures from a book and stuff like that. That's history shit. He can't see the future. Danny can see the future, in my opinion. All the stuff that he knows that his dad got the job.
Oh, he can, right. And the phone call's coming.
He knows, yes. He can see the future, which makes me think that his shining is leaps and bounds beyond anyone else's shining in the movie, even the hotels. And
it is, and it's the same. It's played out the same way in the book.
okay, see,
Yep.
okay, that makes sense then.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if I was just pulling that out of my ass.
No, it's a good observation. But yeah, Danny is definitely. It's actually, they talk about it. The only reason he is so strong and able to call to Dick way out in Florida is because his shining is so strong, and he picks up on that. Or an ordinary person wouldn't do it. And yes, it is hereditary because Dick got it from his grandmother. Well, Jack got it from. Pardon me. Well, Danny got it from Jack. Jack obviously has it because he shines later. He shines the whole time. Everything that happens in 237 with the woman and everything else with Lloyd and everything else is because he shines. If he didn't have that fucking, in his DNA or what have you, that wouldn't happen. So I think that Jack passed it on to Danny, and I also think that Jack drinks because of that. That leads to some of his alcoholism. That's my theory.
He drinks to suppress that kind of stuff?
Yeah, he doesn't like it. I mean, he fears it. He doesn't like the fact that he has it. I mean, he's a writer, so maybe that helps with his work. But I mean, that's why later on when he goes to 237 and sees what goes down, he doesn't tell his wife that's what happened. Who the fuck would believe that? You know what I mean? So he sees all this shit, but it's just not in his personality to, I guess, to express it. He's an introvert in a matter of speaking. And he lashes out and has his issue and deals with it by fucking, getting into the sauce.
the sauce, yeah. And here's something that I really like that Stanley Kubrick did. He made it very, at least for 2 hours of the movie, he made it very ambiguous as to what exactly was happening. It could be just the father's insanity. There's no real clear-cut explanation as to why why he's communicating with quote-unquote ghosts and stuff like that. Yes, later we find out that it ultimately is ghosts, but that's just part of the fascination I have with this movie, is that you can walk through it and not truly understand what exactly you could go take it different ways. Essentially, is what I'm trying to say. It could be just Jack, breaking down mentally, or it could be ghosts. You don't know.
Here's where they defined it, because the scene when he's locked up in the freezer, like that was the turning point for me, because I thought he was just crazy. I thought this was all, just in their heads and stuff like that. But then all of a sudden, a door is physically unlocked. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep.
That really kind of changes everything. At least how I was thinking going into that scene.
Yeah.
You're 100% behind you on that, Alex. Yes. And you can honestly, I'll take it a step further. When he talks to Lloyd, the bartender, in the initial scene, and both scenes for that matter, and later on when he meets with Grady in the bathroom, in both instances, there's a mirror. There's a mirror in the bathroom, and there's a mirror behind the fucking liquor, whatever you want to call it, where Lloyd is. So it could be perceived as him being crazy and talking to himself. But there's no mirror when fucking Grady lets him out of the walk-in pantry. You hear the noise, the fucking noise of the lock being unlocked and the conversation. Okay, well, one more chance. We're gonna fucking let you do what you can do. See what all right, let's see if you can do your job. We're gonna give you a pass. And then obviously Grady unlocked them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I can see where you'd be thinking that.
Yeah, it was just like because the whole point of that scene is it's silent for 10 seconds, and you wonder if that's really going to happen, and then they give you the answer. Yup, it's real. Ghosts are real.
Well, here's something else with that scene in the bar with Lloyd and Jack. The first time, he wanders into the gold room. He just had an argument with Wendy. Sits down, he wants to fucking drink so bad to alleviate his pain. Then all of a sudden, boom, there's a bartender there and a wall of booze. And he just goes with it. I guess it's just him not being mentally stable. But, he's the one, he says, hi, Lloyd, it's kind of slow tonight or something like that.
Hey, he knew his name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah,
really
there's no time to understand what's happening. He fucking totally understands what's happening.
Right away.
He's like, yeah, there's a bartender here. His name's Lloyd.
Here's the big question. Was it Jason Lloyd? No, I was kidding. No. Because he's at the Stanley Hotel. No, here's the big question now. Does that alcohol truly get him drunk?
I was wondering that too.
Yes.
It's like, he's drinking, quote unquote, but is he really drinking? Or
Sure
is it
is.
just, I don't know.
That's how they seduce him. That's the ultimate seduction. They prey into his weakness. That's what they do. So they serve him alcohol, knowing that he really wants a drink, because his exact lines are fucking, what the fuck does he say? I give my soul for one goddamn drink.
Mm-hmm. And that's when Lloyd comes. Yeah,
and then he
you're
puts
right.
his hands over his face because he's stressing out, and then he fucking releases them. I remember the first time I saw this movie, and he looks and he says, "Hello, Lloyd. Bit slow tonight, isn't it?" And starts laughing, real loud. And then the first time I saw this movie, I remember I'm thinking he's cracked up and he's talking to himself, and he's just fucking around. Then you turn around, boom, and there's fucking Lloyd right there. And then they have that conversation. I like you, Lloyd. I've always liked you. Best goddamn bartender. Goes on and does the whole fucking thing. And, sure, the alcohol seduces him with the ghost because he asks for it. I give my soul for one goddamn drink. And that was like the final nail in the coffin of them shining with him. And it was, okay, boom, fucking, there's your deal. Here's your fucking drink, buddy. Here's your fucking Jack Daniels. Do what you're going to do. And now we're going to talk to you about why you're here and what we want you to do.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about that. Because now, in the interview, his boss tells him the story of Charles Grady. He killed his 2 young girls, which in the story are not twins. And that happened in 1970. So seemingly there hasn't been an instance until now. He's the next version. So what is it about these certain families that the hotel is attracted to? Is it The Shining that they do? And why do they want him to kill his family? What's their purpose behind it?
What's the gain of it?
Right. Well, I was kind of thinking, because I was thinking that this time, because I'm trying to be super analytical. I was thinking, and it got me on this whole Dick versus Danny thing about The Shining. It's like, well, Danny is like super powerful with his shining. I think that the hotel wants that power with them forever, because there's this whole thing about everybody who's at the hotel has been there forever. Jack talks about it. He's in the picture at the end. I think that he's easily seduced because of the booze and stuff. The hotel wants him to kill his family, then they'll have Danny forever and his stronger ability to shine. And I think they just want to be more powerful. The hotel does.
That makes sense. Sure. Of course they want to be more powerful. And of course it doesn't affect everybody because not everybody shines. That's what it comes down to. I mean, think about 1970 and this is 1980, so they've had people in between.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they've come and they've had the caretaker and they're fine, but they don't have that perception. They don't have ESP or Shining or whatever you want to call it. They're not privy to that, so they're not going to notice it. They're just going to do their thing. Maybe there's a little noise or something. Maybe it's haunted. Whatever you want to say.
Well,
but,
here's another part is that with Wendy at the end, she sees the Furby sucking the old man off, and she sees the guy. Says, you know, what a lovely party or whatever. She's freaking the fuck out, and she goes into the gold room.
And how does she see that stuff?
Because the hotel's taken over at that point, because they've grown so strong, they've overtaken Jack by that point. They're they've taken over. It's a slow progression from
sense.
the beginning to the end. When you get to the end, the shit hits the fan, so to speak. That's fucking it. They've taken over, and they know that they're stronger than fucking everything else. They have nothing to hide now. They have Jack just where they want him. He fucking shines. They want him. They know they want him to kill fucking Danny. They got their whole thing. They've taken over because they got two people that shine in that house. They got Jack and they have Danny, that house, that hotel. But you know what I'm saying? The shorter version is they're strong enough, they're powerful enough that they've completely taken over what's theirs. And there's nothing to hide at that point.
Here's one thing. I don't know if you guys want to get to this now. It kind of seems like we should at the end. But, you know, Matt's wondering why they chose these people. And is it because they're shinning, sorry, and all that kind of stuff. Well, clearly there's some reason they chose him, which we all see at the very last shot. So what's the answer to that? Because you read it, Dave, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got all the answers, motherfucker. Tell us. Why? Why is he in that picture?
Well, you see, that's a Kubrick thing, and that's something that we're all sitting here talking about, and this is what a guy like that wants in his movies. That was not part of the book. The book did not end that way. That was something Kubrick threw in. So that's entirely it's entirely up to interpretation. Everyone has a different theory. One of the theories is, from where I sit, he talks about it earlier. He felt like he's been there before. He says it to his wife while he's still somewhat normal. Mm-hmm. He wakes up in the bed. She serves him breakfast. Even at that point, when he wakes up from that sleep, he's normal. And he's talking to him, and she made him the breakfast. And they're getting along just fine. He's not an asshole yet, even at that point.
Yeah, he's like, I love it.
Right,
Eating bacon.
Exactly.
I just love it.
Dipping it into his sunny side up. Yeah, doing his thing. He still had a moment earlier. But he's not, you still see old Jack, where he's not such a bad guy, and he's talking, I love it, yeah. And he says, and he even pokes fun at it. The first time I came here, it was like almost like as if I knew what was around every corner.
Mm-hmm.
Woo-hoo! Yeah. He was making fun of the whole situation. But the fact is, the way I see it, it's interpretation. He's an old soul, and he's been there before. And it's just like what Grady said to him later. He goes, you're the caretaker. You've always been the caretaker. I should know. I have always been here.
Do you think he is Grady then? Like somehow they're the same soul?
No, I don't think that at all. I think Here's another thing about Grady. He's introduced as Charles Grady when fucking Ullman is talking to Jack in the beginning about 1970. Okay, later on you meet Grady the butler from 1921, and his name is Delbert Grady, right. And it's a completely different situation. Now, why would he do that except for people like us to sit here and dissect
just to fuck with us?
Right. For people to dissect it and come up with their own interpretations, which I haven't seen all of Kubrick's movies. I don't know. You have. I don't know if they're all like this, but it seems to me...
the majority of them.
Okay, so it's all up to the viewer to interpret it. Now, there's the first theory is that he's always been there because he's a ghost and he has an old soul that's been there, or possibly they are the ghosts or the souls of the Indians in the burial ground that it was built upon. How about that? These are just things.
Is that from the
book
book too? The Indian burial ground shit.
I believe so. Yeah.
Wait, but did they steal that from Amity, or did Amity steal that from here?
That's as old as fucking time. And anytime you see anything about a fucking Indian burial ground, that's just like old folklore about native burial ground.
You didn't tell me it was built on an Indian burial ground. No, you did it. Oh, yeah? Well, it's not my recollection.
He says he mentioned it 5 or 6 times.
Right. They did it in Poltergeist. They did it in that.
Right.
They did it in this. It's a fucking big thing with the a Native American burial ground. It's just something that I guess it's become common folklore and horror. But that's just it about that movie. The end of it comes and you see him in that, which I think is brilliant. It just adds to, more questions about the movie. He's always been there.
I love that. I love this kind of shit.
Oh man, that's what I'm saying.
To raise questions and for you to formulate your own opinion. Yeah, I don't need it all laid out like and maybe in Stephen King's version. This is awesome. This gives us room for interpretation. What do you think? I don't know. It's great. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So a lot of this is room for interpretation, and that's that's one of the great things about the movie is that you look at it and you take it in and that's fucked up. Okay, well, whatever. Take it for what it is and come up with your own decisions. It's whatever.
Another discrepancy, even between Charles and Delbert is they say Charles kills his family, hacked them up into bits, and his girls were 5 and 8. Well, when Danny sees the twins,
right,
multiple times, they're twins. They can't be 5 and 8. There's no way, right? So that's another discrepancy. I mean, the two twin girls. I mean, come on.
I think they're fraternal twins.
I agree. They are fraternal.
3 years apart.
Well, they are still.
It's an interpretation.
What a long fucking birth that was. She was in labor for fucking over 3 years.
Jesus Christ, lady.
No wonder he killed the.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. What do you guys think of this part? As soon as Danny gets there, I believe he has that first crazy
in the
vision.
game room. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
God.
And a month goes by and absolutely nothing happens. Why do you think
it does jump a month? It's crazy. Yeah.
Right. It kicks into high gear like shit's going down right away. Then all of a sudden a month goes by and no one has anything to say about anything that's been going on. It's all normal and it all starts a month later. Why would that be?
And it took the family a month before they went out into that hedge maze. Come on. I would have gotten way bored within week 1 and gone out there.
Yeah, a tennis ball against the wall is not that fun. It looked
but
fun.
they're setting up shop. They're setting up shop for a little bit. Okay?
Yeah.
It takes a little time. He's writing, sure, he's got something going on. They're learning the layout of it. Danny is not going to go venturing immediately into fucking foreign places without his parents. He's going to take a little time to get used to it. Remember, he looks older and he acts older, but he's still a 5-year-old boy, 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think it would take him a little time before he ventured out that far on his big wheel. He was going to stick close to the parents. That doesn't bother me. Well, I'll tell you what, I want to give props to the beginning of the film when they first get to the hotel. And I really noticed this the last time, for the first time ever, is that when they get to the hotel and Ullman's giving them the grand tour, they go through every part. They go through the Colorado room, they go through the gold room, they go through and then Dick takes them to the fucking pantry. Every part that they show, they're all set pieces that were built, but whatever. Everything they show later on, it's a foreshadowing of later on in the movie, and the horrific scenes we're going to see take place in those very rooms. Mm-hmm. I think it's magnificent. I never really picked up on it before, but they're basically, and I'm looking at it from a different perspective, saying, "Oh yeah, this is the part," except it comes from a different angle. Later on, she comes.
That's just good storytelling. If you're gonna have something pay off, you got to set it up. This is where something is going to happen later. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
It's fucking fantastic, and of course, I'll say it again, but the way it's filmed, the cinematography, how the cameras move with that wide angle lens, and this guy, he invented the fucking Steadicam. His name is Garrett Brown.
The guy who shot it.
Right. Inventor and operator. And he's there doing all this fucking amazing filming. And, he's panning through the fucking Colorado room when they're going through it. And, later on we're going to see that's where Jack's going to do most of his writing, all of his writing. And then, they're going here and they're going there and they have these POV shots. And I know I'm going on and on about
just him following Danny in the trike in the hallways. It's amazing.
You know how they did that? There was a fucking wheelchair used in that shit.
Oh, really?
Of course, we can't escape it.
Why did you change to use a wheelchair?
Strike and ban.
We can't fucking escape it.
You
Yes.
don't like those shots?
They use the wheelchair, striking band.
Fucking wheelchair.
Oh, how about this?
Give me a Jimmy John's.
Hold the onions. No, I found a fucking huge flaw in this movie, and
sweet.
Yes, I'm so glad this
Yes.
motherfucker over here cannot.
I'll have an
say
answer.
shit. You can't say shit.
I'm ready.
Say it.
I'm ready for this.
Wait, I got one. Ready?
Say it, new kid. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, new kid. Back when you were sucking your mom's nipples for. No, I was kidding. All right. So.
I was doing that the other day.
The other day. Yeah, we're still getting that. Check this out. Big flaw.
Bring it.
So she says to the lady at her house, Shelley Duvall, that Jack pulled the arm out of the kid, and he has not drank for 5 months. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I think no. Does she say 5?
No, she says no. She doesn't say 5 months. She says hasn't touched it since.
Since. Correct.
No, whoa. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Here's the point.
He was in preschool. He got pulled out. Yeah. She goes, and he hasn't touched.
I think she's covering for him.
Well, the
because
point.
He says 5 months.
You're going to talk about the timeline, Alex? Really?
I sure am. Hey,
because
man.
1 month later he says
yes.
Yeah, but there you
says,
go. Matt just said
it's been 5 months. I think she's
Somebody
covering
says,
it up.
Someone says 5 months before a month goes by, and he still says 5 months to that guy Lloyd.
Well, I don't know.
I don't think it was her,
Matt
though.
and I both agreed that they said since then, but they didn't say how long ago it was.
But it was before he talked to Lloyd.
I think
remember
they had only been there for 3 months. They only moved to Colorado for 3 months. That I know for a fact.
Yeah.
They said, how long have you been in Colorado? She said, we moved here 3 months ago. Yada, yada, yada. This happened. This was the injury.
I'm going to find the tape.
I think she was just either covering for him or he's slipping it on the side because that's what, what you do. Yeah.
Well, sure. You can
for
say
a month,
that.
You kept drinking.
Yeah.
But he did say 5 months, and he had no reason to lie because he was only talking to Lloyd and himself and the ghost.
His best friend.
Yeah, why not be honest at that point? But let me go back to how we started, me talking about the scenes and the twins, because I don't want to leave anything out.
And twins! Okay.
Of the movie that we're talking about, the caliber of this movie, when Danny is in there, in the opening part when they're first there, and he's playing the fucking darts, and he's doing his thing, that fucking scene right there, and since the first time I've seen this movie, he's playing the darts. All of a sudden, you hear the music. Fucking, it's warming up. You know something's happening. You hear that little whistle, and then all of a sudden, the way they do that, and not just in that scene, but they use zooms fucking masterfully throughout.
Oh yeah, the zooms are crazy, dude. Crazy. Yeah.
Oh, so now he's doing the darts. He pulls the darts off. They zoom in on him, and you see his fucking expression, looking at the twins. Ordinarily, you would think that they would zoom in on the twins, and then you're going to see his expression. That's what's masterful about the way this fucking thing is filmed. All of a sudden, there he is. He turns around, boom, zoom in on his face, and I feel like I'm right there with him. I get his fear when he turns and he sees those two fucking twins holding hands, looking at him and snickering a little bit. Then they turn around and they walk out of the game room. That, to me, is fucking extremely scary. To this day.
How about when they look at each other before they walk?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that is so fucking weird. Yeah.
It's sinister. It's fucking sinister, and it's scary. And like I said, I feel like I'm right there with Danny, experiencing that with him. And it happens again, but that's just the introduction of that shit. That's what his film
at that point in time,
off.
he's not shown the aftermath of when they're murdered. That's later when he sees them again, and they start to speak to him. Come
Except
play
for
with
the
us,
blood.
Danny.
Except for the blood by the elevator.
He sees that, but that's a revelation of what happens at the end of the movie.
Yeah, and that was weird too with the blood. It usually gets off at the second floor. I'm sorry, I'm a big Simpsons fan.
Dude, how awesome though is that image of the blood exiting the elevator? It is incredible, and they use it like 3-4 times. In the movie.
They're like, "This was good shit. We're reusing it."
Well,
bitch.
yeah, because I just can't imagine how many gallons of that shit they had to do that and to film that. It's incredible.
I'll tell you.
It literally happens at the end. Wendy sees it. And I think that's when it actually happens.
Yep.
Right.
And so, yeah, I think that's just one of the things that Danny sees, that Tony tells him about whenever, before they go out there. And I think that actually happens whenever Wendy sees it. Maybe not. I don't know.
No, I agree that
Yeah.
she sees it as it's
Right, okay.
real time. He, obviously he shines. He sees it. That's part of his fucking skill, and Tony telling him. But let me tell you this: there's two things about that scene. I remember being a child and being in the movie theater for a different movie, maybe Star Wars or Star Trek. I don't know. It was before '80, so it must have been '79. I don't know. That's how young I was. You know what I'm saying? I was just a fucking little kid, little.
Went and saw The Exorcist.
I
Got freaked
didn't.
the fuck out.
I don't know what I saw, but here's the deal. This will lead me to the second point. I saw this, and I saw this shit coming out. This was the trailer. You can see the trailer on the Blu-ray or the DVD, and it's just that scene and the music playing, and it's fucking badass. I remember being a kid and being 6 years old or whatever, and watching that fucking thing, and seeing that come out. I thought it was lava. I never even thought about it. I'll never forget that.
Welcome to Pompeii.
Right. I never imagined it as being blood. My first thought the first time I saw that was lava. Now, Stanley Kubrick had that trailer played as a trailer to movies for all audiences. You know how sometimes you go to the movies and you'll see this has been approved for so-and-so? Mm-hmm. It was an all audiences trailer. So he pulled a fast one on the MPAA. They said, well, you can't show blood. Well, Stanley Kubrick said, well, listen to me. That's not fucking blood. That is fucking rusty water from the old elevator.
Oh, my God.
How can it be that much blood? It makes no sense.
The master that he is, he got away with it, and he influenced a fucking 6-year-old kid like me to actually see fucking blood flowing from that thing.
Wow, so that's what's fucking wrong with you, Dave. I get it now.
Right.
We're supposed to believe that much blood. That much blood came from two... What, did he kill the fucking Brady Bunch or his two daughters? I don't understand what's going on there.
I don't think it's from that. I just think it's it's an exposition of the hotel as is and everyone that's been murdered there. Because if you read the book, there's a whole lot of fucking history. A lot more people have been murdered than that. And it's weird what Kubrick does because he touches one little point here from the book. Like there's this one little part when the scene we were talking about earlier when he was eating the bacon saying I love it and he's in bed, he has a t-shirt on and he's in the mirror and the t-shirt says Stovington. That is the only thing taken from the book. Stovington was the college that fucking Jack Torrance taught at that he actually got fired from because he beat up a kid that fucking slashed his tires. That comes right from the book, and it's a little tiny thing that he put in there. Stovington Eagles. Yes, and nobody knows about it unless you know about the book. So
why was Stephen King so pissed then?
Well, I mean, that's all
put that in there. I mean, come on.
Yeah, fuck. Your stupid college.
I kept the kid's name as Danny. I mean, shit. I didn't change everything.
So he did that. Now, later on, when he meets Grady in the bathroom, and he says, I saw your fucking picture in the paper. That really makes no sense unless you know the story. Because when did Jack see a paper? In the book, he went through all these big scrapbooks, and he saw all about the history of the hotel and all the terrible things that have happened, and there were a bunch of them, okay? So you learn about the history of the hotel in the book. The one scene, the amazing scene, when fucking Wendy comes down into the Colorado room and he's typing, and it's the first time he really fucking starts to turn, and he says, get the fuck out of here.
Best scene
that scene is incredible.
It is incredible. But nobody notices this. Right to the right of him, there's a scrapbook open with the newspaper clippings pasted on fucking different pages.
Okay, so he was learning about the history of the hotel. Okay.
Yes, and maybe the scenes were cut. There's no cut scenes on the DVD or the Blu-ray, so we don't know. Maybe Kubrick filmed it and then decided, well, there's no room for it, or whatever the fuck. It was never shown, but you can see that scrapbook there, and that's why it does make sense that he said, I know it's you. I saw your picture in the paper. When he says,
that does make sense.
So he did, but that all is lifted right from the book. And and that scene is fucking incredible. And every time I see it, I can't help but laugh. Ever since I've been a youngster watching this movie, when he talks to his wife that way, to me,
just
he's
fucking slams her ass, dude. Fuck you.
You gotta play that. You gotta play that on this show.
Oh, it's so great. I laugh out loud every single fucking time I see that scene.
I laugh.
It's humorous. I know he's being an asshole, but it's just his portrayal of it.
Yeah.
Just it makes me fucking smirk. It makes me laugh. I don't know.
Because he's so good.
Yes.
He is so good. And that is like the first scene where it's like, okay,
yeah,
he is
wrong.
fucking crazy. That's the first scene where it's really is like, there's something wrong with this guy, and you better fucking look out. And you know, from then on, it's something is going to happen. Yeah, incredible.
And look how submissive she was. She didn't even like say, "Why are you talking to me like that?" Like nothing.
No. That's exactly how her character would be in this kind of relationship.
It works perfectly. Yes, that's why. Like when Jordy left us that email before, was it Jordy that said it about? Somebody said it about
Tony T.
Tony T.
Yeah, Tony T.
Said something about the characters not liking you and this and that. And you know, I could see from a certain perspective why he would say that. But for this movie,
that's the normal outline. But this is different because you see, this is more realistic though. Because even the way they cast these people, she's not exactly a looker, so she's kind of happy that pretty much any guy is with her.
Yep.
I mean, let's face it, you know. So she's gonna be the submissive cover for my husband, wife.
Yes,
she plays it.
Nailed it, Alex. Yeah. Yes. You fucking nailed it. That's exactly why she fits perfectly in this role, and that makes perfect sense. And fucking Kubrick, more than anybody, drove her fucking nuts on that set to the point where fucking Nicholson said her performance was the most difficult thing I've ever seen an actor take on. And he says she is a great performer. He does nothing but praise her and says that. They drove her fucking nuts, and he would not let anybody else on the set. If he chastised her for something, he told everybody on the set, do not try to comfort her. Do not fucking say anything.
Did you see the behind-the-scenes footage
That's
of her?
what I'm talking about. I saw that.
She is annoying as fuck. I can understand.
Yeah. You have to understand why. Look what the fucking people put her through.
She's what do you mean? What'd she do?
Well, she's giving interviews, and she's talking about this experience, you know, and obviously the director is hard on her, and she's like, I understand why he's doing it. He's trying to get certain things out of us. Then they cut to them actually on set, and she's talking to the director and just saying, you know, kind of complaining a little bit, and he's just like, you know, he's just blowing her off. He's like, well, yeah, pretty much.
Basically.
But she's kind of, you know, she's so like mousy and kind of annoying and how she acts and stuff like that. And that's really her. You know, she's not like acting then. You know, and you can tell, you can see that it's not just the character, but it's her a little bit too. And why Kubrick kind of slammed down on her to force this kind of performance out of her, because he knew that he could. He knew that he could overpower her mentally, essentially.
And he did.
Yeah.
And he did it, but you got to remember the scene where that happens. They're out in the maze, and she's in the house, and there's a discrepancy. I assume you're talking about the same scene that I'm remembering.
Yeah, where she's has to open the door, and she's complaining about it. It's like,
so
I was ready to go then, and now I'm not ready, and all of a sudden it's go now. It's like, well, fuck you. You're an actor. Who cares?
Yeah, but he's fucking with her. There's 20 minutes left in the film of what we're going to see in the film. And like I said, he filmed it chronologically. So we're getting to the end of this movie, which, by the way, was supposed to be filmed in 100 days and was filmed in 250 days.
That is...
Okay?
Nobody does that shit. How do you get
does.
the fucking money and rights to do that these days?
And
you do not.
Right,
Holy
that's what I'm
shit.
saying. Kubrick put these actors through hell. Scatman Carruthers fucking had to shed tears at one point to fucking get things to stop.
I'm the Scatman.
But here's the deal. Scatman and Wendy, pardon me, not Wendy, and Shelley both have said, well, Scatman didn't say it. I saw an interview, you probably saw the same thing I did.
He was crying in the
He was
interview.
also crying there, yes, saying, I'm surrounded by the most wonderful people. I believe that he really respected what was going on, but he was fucking at that same time. He was
tortured, man.
Yes, he was. And you know that shit at the end, well, we'll get to it later. But
for that bit
Wendy,
part, he was tortured?
Oh,
yes.
For that bit part,
like, come on,
it took
man.
144 fucking takes. It's a world record for that fucking little scene where he's fucking explaining to Danny what The Shining is. And they had
that scene sucked. It wasn't
144 fucking takes. Think about that. He said to him, Mr. Kubrick, what do you want from me? You know, he's not a method actor, Scatman Carruthers. He was only on the job because he was a friend of Nicholson's, and Nicholson suggested him to Kubrick. And he came on the job. I'm not trashing him, but he's not a method actor. He's worked with, the things he did were not fucking that deep as what he was doing in this picture.
I figured.
You know what I'm saying?
This was shot
Did
on
a great
tape.
job.
This was shot on film, so this was like 6 miles of film for that one
super
scene.
expensive. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't understand how. Yeah, these days they want you to shoot a film in like 20 days.
Right.
And if you go over, well, that's it. You don't get any more time to fucking film. Sorry. I don't know how. Who knows? It's a different system now. It's crazy.
They had to wait for him. Spielberg wanted to film fucking Raiders of the Lost Ark, and there was another movie that were going to be filmed from those sets. The Colorado room is fucking filmed, is shown in Raiders of the Lost Ark as a different room. They had to wait.
Really?
And the Colorado room fucking burnt down because they had 700,000 fucking watts at all times after the winter started outside that room
the
shining
lights.
through
Yeah.
to make it look like they were fucking in snow and they were fucking whited out. So they had these 700,000 fucking watts at all times. They were sweating fucking people out.
Would
Big
you
time.
ever guess, though, that those were sets? I mean, with the light coming in like that, looks incredible. You would think they were on in the hotel at all times. You would think that.
Or you're just too wrapped up in the performances.
Well, that too.
You don't even think about that shit. It's just perfect. Like,
do you realize that shit though?
The
That all those
craftsmanship.
sets. Kubrick sent people around the United States and Europe and said, "I want pictures of this hotel room and this hotel room and this hotel lobby and this and this and this." And they brought them back to him, and he handpicked every fucking room that was filmed in that thing. He goes, "I want this rug in this room. I want this here. I want this here, and I want it built just like this." Fucking to a T. He had these people fucking do this for him. And like I said, it was a real elaborate thing. They were writing new scripts every day. They were writing so many scripts that Jack Nicholson would not look at the script. Did you see that part in the documentary?
Yeah.
When fucking he goes, "I don't even look at him," and Kubrick's mother's there, and she's like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah." I goes, "I am serious." He goes, "I don't even look at the scripts until they're given to me that fucking day."
it's kind of like this show. Happy 1-year anniversary. Yeah, I was cleaning up the laser lounge.
Act.
I was going to do my
God
own
damn
show
it.
here.
Just act better. God damn it.
But Wendy was fucking frazzled, and he did that to her intentionally, and everyone has her back on it. And she says, I would never trade that for the world, that experience, but I also would never do it again. So he really did write her. So, Matt, what you were saying before about that scene when she was being the way she was, that's the tail end of the film. They had already been doing that for probably 200 days. He was fucking
So she was already broken by that point.
Yes.
It was in sequence, yeah.
He was riding this woman and all of them, getting every fucking thing out of them they could, because Kubrick wanted them all to be genuinely fucking
nuts,
fucked up in the head. So it portrayed, so it conveyed itself on the film. That's what's so incredible about the performances. Yes, I guess maybe Kubrick's a madman himself, but I mean,
a little bit.
Look what the end result is. The ends justify the means, I suppose. And Danny Lloyd, yeah, they fucked with him a little bit, but not too bad.
Yeah, he's a kid. They shouldn't have done that shit with the 144 takes, man.
Well, you know what? No, Scatman had 144 on the same scene. He was given, I think, between 60 and 80. Still a lot for a child.
Yeah, Jesus
Still a lot.
Christ.
Isn't
Yeah.
it normally like 3 or 4?
Right, yeah.
He was not in the scene when the shit hit the fan after fucking 237. Remember that scene when she picks him up and she goes, "You did this to him." That whole situation. They did not put him in that scene. That was a dummy she was holding. They only let him be. Yeah. He thought it was a drama. He didn't know it was a horror movie until 17 years later when he watched it.
Get the fuck out of here.
He was not
17 years later?
Yep. He was not subjected to any of that shit. Now, Kubrick originally wanted the Close Encounters kid, the kid that was in Close Encounters, to play that part, and his parents objected because of the nature of the film. They said, "No, we're not going to put our kid through that." And one more little tidbit. That fucking boy, Danny Lloyd, made one more film, a brief appearance 2 years later, playing like a young J. Edgar Hoover, I think.
And that was Anal Intruders, Part 17.
He was Dick
Bottom-
Smothers.
It may as well have been.
Dick Screaming.
Dick Screaming.
Dick Screaming, Dick Smothers, everybody.
Dick Smothers. But he has not acted since. That's the only thing he's been in.
I was going to ask that, too. Like, what else? Because I thought he was pretty talented. I was
He
wondering
was
if he was...
very talented. He probably got turned off because Kubrick was his first director.
Yeah, right.
Probably thought
All
that that's
movies
what
are
the
like
first-
this? Fuck that.
Okay,
Right.
so is Home Depot hiring?
I guess he's a teacher of science or something else or whatever it is.
Science.
Whatever it is. That's what he ended up
We have
doing.
the internet.
They all went through hell. That's the bottom line. Nicholson was fucked up. I guess he was living with Angelica Houston at the time. He would come home at night and go directly to bed. He would only sleep in the car or right when he got home. He was fucked up. They were all fucking frazzled. Everybody on that set. But Kubrick was making a horror film, and he wanted fucking his people to seem like they were, really fucking going through traumatic, things. And they were.
They just act better.
And
Okay, guys, either you act like you're fucking nuts, or I'm gonna do 130 takes of every fucking.
Imagine James Wan making the first scene movie, and he's like, I want to get the most out of my actors, so I'm really going to put you in these traps. It's for realism. I mean, you can't act that good, so, just climb through this barbed wire. Just do it. It's fine. God.
So stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to see, like, the 18th take compared to, like, 64 and 101.
I bet once you get to like 100, it's vastly different. Just because, you've done it 100 times. Of course, it's going to be different, and it's going to be like you're not even going to realize how different you are just because you're tired of fucking doing it. That's crazy.
177 takes. That was the number for Scatman Carruthers on that fucking scene.
I'm a scat man. Beat up,
How fucked up is that, though? 177. And one more thing I want to add. Did you know that fucking little Danny Lloyd, he created the finger Tony?
Yeah?
Really?
Torrance. Yeah, initially in the script, he was just talking to himself. This fucking brilliant little boy, Danny Lloyd, held up a finger and fucking moved it, and that fucking... That was it. He came up with that whole idea of moving the finger for Tony, and then I guess they found out that he had amazing concentration for, a child of that age. So, boom, job was his.
Okay, I got one for you. Be
Bring it
honest.
up, brother.
I know Matt's not going to have a real answer because he was just way too young. Well, okay, Dave, when did you see this? First time.
How about this? I don't remember.
Okay, well, see if you remember
I know.
this.
I know. I should remember, but I've seen it.
Did you know what red rum was? Did you put that together before they showed it in the mirror?
Here's the funny thing. No, I didn't. And I remember being at a party when I was a child and hearing my parents and aunts and uncles, and they were talking about this movie. And they were talking about red rum. Oh, yeah, The Shining. I don't know what the conversation entailed, but they were speaking of this movie, The Shining, and they were talking about red rum. And me as a kid, somehow I associated it with alcohol. Red rum. I just thought
Gee, it's a stretch.
I thought it was a drink. I never knew what they meant. And then I saw it later on. I don't remember the moment where the moment of realization with the mirror and how it hit me, or if I knew or not, or somebody spilled the beans. I'm very vague on that part. But did you know what it was? Well,
there were beans at that party?
I don't remember if I knew what it was when I watched it 10 years ago or whatever, but unfortunately it's sort of popular, so I just wasn't really amazed this time around.
It's like trying to watch The Sixth Sense now for the first time. It's like not gonna work.
Or wondering if who's the killer in Friday the 13th. I don't know. It's just I don't think you can even get that anymore. I mean, my girlfriend can actually.
Oh, really? She didn't know?
2 days ago I said to her, let's watch The Shining again, because I wanted to really watch it again for this. And then she said, I never have, and I really don't want to. It just seems boring. But I guess it's something you should watch once in your life. And I'm like, yeah, definitely. And then we just had sex and fell asleep. So,
happy ending.
Show it to her again. Not your
I'll
dick.
try.
Show her the fucking movie.
Yeah, show her your dick screaming.
Dick.
How about, hey Dave, can you answer something for me? I think I know a bit of trivia from the book. It's not really trivia, it's common knowledge if you read the book, but isn't Danny's middle name Anthony? So that when he's talking to Tony, he's ultimately talking to himself?
Ooh.
I think that's right. Is that not right?
I don't know. I do not remember. I've read the book, I've watched the miniseries, and I do not remember it being Anthony. But I do know this. When they made the miniseries, Tony was a future version of Danny talking. It was like his future self warning him.
What?
Later on, when he graduates high school, he is there, and he looks exactly as Tony looked when Tony was talking.
So
to
instead of him talking to himself with the finger wag, there's literally a person standing
yes,
there. He's talking
someone
to?
floating, talking to him, saying, "Hey, Doc."
Floating?
All that. Yeah, because he's a fucking apparition. You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Like,
How about this?
Kind of makes sense for the role.
Yeah, I
With
guess so.
Floating and
Yeah.
a little mystical and supernatural.
I have a question.
Bring it.
What is going on with when is Danny truly unconscious when Tony says he's not here, or is Danny fucking around with his mom?
Totally. I think he was
so.
totally unconscious.
Yeah.
And he comes back whenever he's screaming red rum. You can hear it in his voice.
Red rum!
He's doing that, rah, 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 and then red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum.
So he sees it
He
backwards.
snaps back, yeah.
Red rum. Yeah, he's going real slow, and then he fucking starts screaming at the end when she wakes up. And then,
So wait, do you know what that means? Danny's possessed.
in a way, he is, because the hotel does possess them. Sure, I attribute Jack as being possessed and Danny. I mean, that one scene, that fucking shot is so damn incredible. When Jack is sitting in that fucking dark gray sweater and just sitting in that room, and they zoom in slowly on him, and he's got that fucking stuff on
He's
his
just
face,
staring.
and he's gone. You can tell
yeah.
he's being taken over. He's fucking.
I think he was, like shining in that moment.
I think
with the hotel or something.
that I attribute that to him being, in a matter of speaking, possessed by the hotel, where they're really taking him in. He's frustrated with his work. He can't get anything written down. He's all fucked up.
Oh,
and
he
that
wrote something
scene,
down.
oh boy, yeah, it's so eerie though. Seriously, that shot. That's another scene about that movie that's fucking amazing.
Is that the
performance?
the scene where Wendy tells Danny that he's sleeping and then he goes into the room? Is that what you're referring to?
Oh my god, that's a whole other scene. I'll get into that, but no, I'm talking about that first scene.
He's like, wait, I wrote something about that.
It's here somewhere. All work and no play.
Wait,
something.
The bathroom or the fucking great.
Hold the fuck on now. Hold on. You don't know that scene I'm talking about?
No, I do. I'm just getting them crossed. You know what I mean?
He's just sitting there looking at nothing. That's what's so fucking eerie about it. That he's just being possessed. And, they're outside playing. They go in the maze for the first time. And there he is, just being sucked in. And they play that.
Oh, that's that part. Okay, yeah.
And they zoom in and they show him. But how about that fucking scene?
Well, yeah, okay, so he comes in and, he brings Danny over and he talks about how much he loves him and pets his head and, he's and Danny is amazing. He's just like, do you feel bad? He's asking him all these questions. He's like, no, I love you. I would never hurt you.
Yeah, would you kill me and mommy or something?
Yeah, I want to stay here forever and ever. And I was watching it with my girlfriend, and in that moment, she looks at me and says, he hates his son. I'm like, you're fucking absolutely right. He's lying. He's lying right to his son. I think he hates his son. Right. He hates his wife.
Yep.
He's just lying to himself, because that's what you're supposed to do as a human being, and that's amazing scene. Just amazing scene between the two of them.
He resents the fuck out of these two.
Oh, he hates, he's like, he probably fucking got her pregnant and then ended up marrying her, and just hated it ever since. That's why he drinks, and then here he is.
And now he can't drink.
And this is his life now.
Yeah, he can't even escape his misery, because when he did, he pulled the kid's arm out. So now he's just stuck living it. So it's 100 times worse. Mm-hmm. But whatever. But it's like that. The thing, just like that guy's email, the thing that I think he's, in my opinion, wrong about. It's because this is so much more relatable than a great guy.
Right. Yeah.
And a strong woman in every horror movie, type of stuff. This is so out of formula and so more realistic and real and raw that it really resonates with, because anybody could relate to that. We've all been in relationships that we fucking stared at the wall and wonder, what are we doing right now?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so we can see where he's coming from. And, I can't really identify with a lot of strong women in a lot of horror movies, because I guess they are, but I wouldn't know if they're strong or not. My girlfriend's never been put in a situation. I don't even know what the fuck. So this is like a lot more relatable to me and I identifiable. So I like it the way it is. I don't want to change. Fiance, I can't. That's right, with 2 E's, right? 'Cause I wrote it with 1 E the other day, and everyone's called me an asshole. Hey, dummy. Hey, noob. It's 2 E's.
Now listen now. That scene when he walks in, okay, can I go get my fire truck, Mom? Okay.
Right.
Go ahead, your daddy's sleeping. He opens the door. That is extremely, extremely fucking creepy when he looks in there and Jack's just sitting on the fucking bed looking at nothing. That's fucking horrific. That's fucking terrifying. And then he calls him over. Come over here, son. And then he sits down. Now here's the difference. I do believe he loves his son.
Fuck you!
I think that his wife drives him crazy for whatever reason. I think that he does love his son, and that's why he quit drinking in the first place, but he's just tormented. And that whole thing when he sits on his lap, it's such an uncomfortable, fucking dreadful scene.
Oh, yeah.
Because you could see in the kids, this fucking actor, this kid is so good. You could see him being so uncomfortable sitting in his daddy's lap when he's holding him and talking to him. It fucking completely disturbs me as a father of a child close to that age. I would never in a million years want my daughter to feel that way as this little boy feels about. You could see that this little boy is afraid of his daddy. He's uncomfortable. He's sitting on his lap and he's like, "You would never hurt me and Mommy, would you?" And he gives him that speech, "I love you more than anything in the whole world."
So
and I think
phony.
it's phony, but I think there's a little piece of him that still believes that. In the hotel,
Yeah, but that's
taking
weird.
him
You
over.
think he loves the kid?
I do believe he loved. That's why he quit
I
drinking.
don't think so.
I don't think
That's
so.
why he quit drinking.
Because
That's what he
how
did.
many steps is it from that point to the end where he's chasing him with the axe? Danny!
He's possessed. He's gone by then.
Danny!
But he
I
even
don't know.
tells fucking Lloyd, "I love him. I love the little bastard. I wouldn't harm a hair."
I think he's
on
lying
his
to himself.
fucking
Yeah, he's lying
head."
to everybody, Dave.
He's
but he's
lying
drunk.
to
That's the one
everyone,
thing you're missing,
including
dude.
himself.
He's
Yeah.
lying.
He's drunk. When you're drunk and you talk that way, you're emotional. You say, "I wouldn't harm a hair on his little fucking head." I
But
think
dude,
that he
if you-
does love him.
If you believe that, then you're missing the entire point of like this resentment that he feels for these two. Like this is all pent up shit. And I think if you're gonna take the viewpoint that he truly loves him, I think you're missing out on a huge like plot point here.
Yeah, but that's why it's such it's an internal struggle for him when he does get taken over. It's not easy for him to do that. His wife, yeah, she fucking annoys him and everything else because he even comes out with it later. "I've let you fuck up my life so far. I am not going to let you fuck this up." You can see there's resentment there.
Yeah,
But
even to Lloyd, he says she'll never let me fucking forget that one day.
Right.
It's all fucking pent up resentment, and
I agree.
See, but what you're doing is you're taking the Jodie Auster thing, and you're saying he's a good guy who truly loves his kid, and then the house just takes him over. Like you're glossing over the resentment and like unhappiness level that he's living through the both of them.
I think it's his wife that drives him nuts, like a lot of men. And I just think I think the child was a little different, and by the end, it's another story. I don't know.
But the
I
child
think he does
traps
love-
him to her, though.
Mm-hmm.
He's stuck with
True.
her because of him. So that's where the resentment is truly Danny.
I can
Because
buy
he
it.
could just
I could
leave
buy it.
her. Yeah.
I hear you. I do hear you. But I do think that there is a degree of love. That's all I'm saying. And when he has him on his lap and he calls him over, it's for a reason. He wants his little boy to sit on his lap and he wants to comfort him because he is going through something. He wants to hold on to one more fucking grasp of reality. This is my little boy who I love. And he brings him over. And how about the dialogue? It was right after the fucking first time he sees the girls and they talk to him. And they say, "Hello, Danny," the whole fucking thing. "Come play with us forever and ever and ever." And then fucking 5 minutes later, when the daddy's talking to the little boy, he tells him, "I wish we could stay here forever and ever and ever." It's showing the fucking hotel's influence on him. He wants to stay at the hotel, and he wants to stay there with Danny.
So are the girls talking to him too, then? In a weird way.
In a
You know,
weird
are
way,
they
they are.
conveying
That's
the
what's
same
brilliant.
messages?
Yes, it's brilliant. That's what's great about it. He wants to stay there forever, and the little girls are trying to fucking get him to stay there. That's what they say. "Come play with us, Danny." Then that fucking scene, to me,
Maybe that's
it's-
what he was looking at that point.
That's
It's quite
crazy.
possible.
That is the next fucking scene. I've never realized how
Yeah,
close
it's
they were
like
connected.
2 minutes away from that. There's the "Hello, Danny" thing, and then fucking they're watching TV, and then he goes in his room and he meets Jack, and they have that little talk, and he says that to him. And I believe that Jack either out of his love for him or whatever, he wants to stay at the hotel and he wants Danny to be with him. That's what I think. But Danny is extreme. The performance of this little kid, this little fucking Danny Lloyd, is incredible because he genuinely looks so uncomfortable sitting on his daddy's lap, and his daddy's trying to fucking show him affection, and he said, "I love you more than anything else in the whole wide world." If I say that to my daughter, she's gonna give me a big hug and a kiss. But he says that to her, and this little boy is genuinely uncomfortable. That to me is fucking horrific. Just imagine what's going on in that little boy's head. You know, maybe I see it differently.
It was the 90-second take, though. So
probably, yeah.
He's probably wondering when the fuck is the craft service table getting here.
But that's really haunting to me, that scene. That whole thing, when he's sitting on the bed that way, just looking at nothing, and the music they play, holy fuck. That's just straight up scary to me. It's just one of the many scary scenes about this movie. It really hits home.
Yeah, it's scary, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong. Fuck that.
Yeah, so okay, let's get back on track with the movie and talk about Delbert Grady running into Jack at the fucking at the ball. He goes back to the gold room and it's a fucking actual party, and he just rolls right along with it. You know, strolls right up to the bar, gets Lloyd knows his drink of choice.
Hair of the dog that bit me.
Lays it on him, man. He's having a ball. And then fucking he runs into a waiter.
And he spills glasses of like orange juice and vodka.
It's like eggnog or something.
Oh, eggnog.
It's great. I don't know. It's like
some
super
yellow
thick.
liqueur,
Yeah.
But that was just to transition to the. It was just to create an interaction, right? Just to get him in the bathroom. Yeah.
But here's one thing that makes me smile every time is that as they're strolling and you guys might see it too, as they're strolling to the restroom, Jack pats him on the back and says, "You might have got a spot on you." And he rubs the drink on his back.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was intentional or if that was a happy accident, but goddamn if that doesn't make me smile every time. I think you might have a spot on you. Wipe.
It's great. Yes.
Oh, too funny.
That's perfect. That's exactly his personality in a way.
Oh yeah.
Right. That's okay. So you're the important one.
Yeah, you're the important. I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, exactly.
I say that line at work sometimes, actually.
You're the important one?
I do. I say that line, and I say only for the moment, because later on when Jack says that to fucking Grady and in that other scene, those are two lines I say at work probably at least once a week. Yeah. That's how fucked up I am. I've seen this movie so many times. Well, yeah, someone's losing their money. You know, someone's losing their bets, and they got a bad run going. Oh, man, I can't make a hand, this and that. I go, only for the moment, I tell them. You know, and then when they say something, this and that, I go, yeah, it's all right. You're the important one. I always say that.
Jesus
both of those phrases come right from this movie, and I use them in my fucking work life. Yeah.
Would it make you the happiest guy in the world if somebody goes, "The Shining"?
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would definitely put a smile on my face.
Or they just start talking like Tony.
Could you imagine? If
hit me.
Did you know?
Hit me. I fold.
How many face cards are in that deck?
To bring an outside party into this situation.
Yeah, how intense are these two actors in this fucking scene? Once he finally tells Grady, it's like, "Hey, aren't you the caretaker?" And he breaks down his facade. He transforms into somebody else and is just giving him orders. It's like,
yeah,
you need to correct them. It's so intense, man.
Oh my
it's crazy.
God.
It's phenomenal.
You know what's funny? Jack thinks he's getting one over on him, and he's fucking smirking.
Yeah. Oh,
he's
yeah.
like,
He's
yeah, right.
Hey, I know you. Yeah.
He's like, Mr. Grady, you killed your family. You know, he gives him that whole fucking speech, and he's smirking, and he has that fucking towel on his hand because he's wiping off his hands, and he's like, I got one over on you, motherfucker. You killed your family, and you killed yourself. And he's actually, at that moment, he's happy about it. Mm-hmm. He doesn't even realize he's talking to a ghost at that second. He's just like, nah. I saw your picture in the papers.
Right.
You killed your daughters, and you put your brains out. And he's happy about it. Then as soon as that happens, it switches over. In that very moment, he's like, sorry to differ with you, sir, but you are the caretaker. And he gives him that whole fucking thing, and they go, God damn, that scene in the bathroom is fucking the stuff of legend. Man.
It's incredible.
It is.
My favorite shot of the entire movie comes in. It's a few scenes later, but it's when Wendy discovers what he's been writing this whole time, which in itself is incredible.
Wow.
And to see that and just to know that he's been doing that for, a month is just insane. But it's when she's thumbing through and you get a shot from behind her and then his silhouette just comes into frame, into the right side of the frame, and he's just standing there. Yeah, oh my God, that shot gives me chills. It's fucking crazy. Just one shot. Yes. I can't believe how much I like it, but he just rolls right in. How do you like it? Oh, and she just freaks the fuck out. It's phenomenal.
Wait, Matt, I gotta ask Dave. Wait, well, you're both. So, this both of your favorite movie?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, okay, both of you then. Here, fuck.
Yep.
Would you both buy a book if they made that book and it just said that the whole? Would you have it just to have it? Like if it was $25, would you buy that book?
What, the actual typing that the person that made that fucking movie did?
I don't know.
You mean like a movie prop or a replica?
A movie prop, of course.
Replica.
No.
No, like you
Probably
wouldn't want
not.
a book that just kept on saying that same thing.
But if it was the pages that appeared in the movie, yeah.
I put it as my screensaver, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe my background or something.
Are there people nuts enough, like, into this movie that they would buy just to have it? A book that just constantly said, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Would they buy it?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I do
Probably
want
big Kubrick heads out there.
I do want an outfit like Jack for Halloween.
How about those
the red jacket, the blue pants, and the plaid, shirt. I want that.
Dude, I want Danny's Mickey Mouse shirt.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, fucking punting that football. I want that USA Apollo fucking shirt. Sweater.
It proves that he faked the moon landing.
Yes, exactly.
That sweatshirt. It proves it.
It proves it right there. But it's seriously though, all the clothes in that movie, it seems like they came out of a catalog. It's a very fucking, I don't know, just the attire in that movie that they're wearing. It's like they fucking shopped at a catalog for fucking that day. Okay, you're gonna wear this, you're gonna wear that, you're gonna wear that, and there you go. And they put them on, put the clothes on. But how about one more thing? All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Do you know this? When fucking they filmed the movie, and you know how you hear the noise of the key stroking when he's fucking typing, whatnot? Mm-hmm. Fucking Kubrick actually had somebody over and over and over again typing all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, just so fucking people that supposedly can fucking tell the different keystrokes wouldn't criticize the fucking movie. So that's the sound you hear when fucking Jack is typing, is someone in reality typing all work.
I wouldn't worry about losers if I was
over and over and over
because
again.
It would make a different sound.
I guess so, just for purists. That's the kind of guy.
That's intense.
Yeah, you know how weird I am? When
yes.
Okay, yeah,
I have
love
two
that
penises.
No. Do you remember when we did the Friday the 13th thing where we made believe we walked through Friday the 13th Part 1?
Yeah, of course.
Nope, haven't listened.
The ticket.
Yeah, the ticket.
I'm going to shake that ticket right now.
Okay, you're a real Foley artist, Dave.
Shake that ticket. When I called the Laser Lounge, I actually considered pressing your actual buttons in case anybody tried to match them. Because they would make different sounds when you hit different keys on the phone.
You're a Kubrick yourself.
I think like Kubrick.
Wow,
How fucking weird am I?
Alex Edwards is brilliant, ladies and gentlemen.
That's fucking funny.
I literally said, in case anybody says, wait a minute, you didn't press the right buttons to get to the Laser Lounge when you call them. Can you imagine? What the fuck kind of weirdo am I?
But this scene, though, that we're talking about gives us some of the best interaction between husband and wife here. I mean, she's fucking scared out of her fucking mind, as you would be. And then this is where, I mean, we've seen it before where he goes off on her, but this is where he's like, this is it. I'm going to fucking destroy you and your son. I'm going to kill you both. It's incredible. Just the whole walking through the room and just the dialogue back and forth. I mean, we've all quoted it. Well, Dave and I have hundreds of times. It's just an incredible scene. I'm actually surprised, though, that Wendy got over on him and was able to hit him.
Yeah, I was thinking that, too.
Yeah, it's like she clearly is fucking out of her fucking mind. How does he let her get the one up on her?
How about this? Jack does not lay one fucking finger on anybody
On
this
her
entire
chinny
movie
chin.
except Halloran with the axe. He does not fucking ever once harm Wendy or Danny.
Well, not
Blow your house
physically.
down.
No, not physically, but I'm just saying, being the main fucking, the villain of this movie, you know what I mean, in the notoriety that this movie has, he does not lay one. All he does is threaten and chase.
And
he
just
does
think,
not lay a finger on anybody except Halloran.
if Kubrick didn't change the book, he never would have laid a finger on anybody. If he didn't kill the...
Is that right? He didn't
the
kill
Dick,
anybody in the book?
Dick Smothers.
No,
Dick screaming.
Dick screaming. If
You
he
know why
didn't put
he
an
did it?
axe in his chest, well, okay, fill us in now. Now that we're at the end, and we're almost at that part, what happened to Dick Smothers?
What happened to him?
Hollering.
He saves the fucking day. He comes in, and what happens is basically, you only see a little glimpse of it in this movie. You see Wendy downstairs, and she's in the basement, and she's checking like the gauges of the fucking heaters and shit.
Right.
And basically every day you have to do something to let the heat or the steam out of the heaters, something or other. That's the real reason they're there. They have to keep the place warm so it doesn't freeze up, and they have to do something daily where they do something with letting the heat out. Well, anyway, at the end of the day in the book, the ghost fucking confused Jack so much. He's the only one that really paid attention to this shit, going down in the basement to fucking do the stuff with the heaters. And that's where he stumbled upon the books and learned the history of the hotel. So anyway, in the book, the ghost distracts him so much into the whole situation with chasing Danny and everything else that he forgets to do that. So Dick comes, he's one distraction, and then he gets them out of the place. And he takes them away, and the hotel explodes and fucking burns into flame, and Jack is the only one that dies in the
What?
Huh.
Yeah, Halloran
Wow.
saves the day.
That's
He shows up.
stupid.
Nobody.
Yeah,
fucking-
well,
Stephen King, notoriously the greatest author ever, cannot.
And
has
a fucking...
Yes. Go
Just
ahead,
like
I know.
It. Look where he
Yes,
fucked up It.
I know. Alex, I agree. He
He
has
can't
fucking.
end a goddamn story.
No, that is his fault. It's like God gave him a gift or whatever. He cannot. He has troubles ending his fucking stories. Yes.
Wow.
He writes characters like probably nobody else in
yeah,
history has.
nobody's business. Yeah.
Right.
Nobody.
But when it comes down to that third act and the climax, he does not wrap it up the right way. That's his weakness. And once again, that's what happened. And nobody died in The Shining. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Kubrick's making this movie, and no one thinks that Halloran's going to die. And he gets whacked with the axe, and that seems just incredible how he's able to hide behind that pillar and come out and do that. Hello?
Yeah, so now you
Anybody
know.
here?
Once
right.
that
well, this is a
happens,
fucking
everything
horror
else-
movie.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody
Once
should
he
fucking die.
Yeah, and once he kills them, now we're all in the dark of what the fuck's going to happen now. Because now it's not following the book at all. And look at the genius shit what they did with, I'm genius, I'm throwing that around, but it's pretty cool how the kid's running through the maze and backtracks and shit like that. But I'm just saying, but just look that we were completely, as a viewer, if you're into these books, you're in the dark now. Once that axe goes through Dick's screaming, you don't know what the fuck's going on now. So now you're like, you got a blindfold on for the rest of the movie, and it's exciting, I guess. I don't know. I would think so.
Yeah.
I agree.
But,
it is exciting. You're probably
whatever.
by that point perplexed by everything you've just seen on the screen.
Yeah.
Because it's nothing like the fucking book. But yeah, that's the way it ends. In the movie, only Jack dies. And Halloran saves the day.
And Dick dies.
No. Dick dies in the movie.
Yes. That's what you just said. In the
Pardon
movie.
me.
Okay, got you.
Let me
I
rephrase.
understand
In the book, Dick
Gotcha.
saves the day, comes in, and then they fucking escape the thing, and that's the end of that.
Okay, what do you guys think is a better ending? Jack blowing up or Jack
Nope.
freezing?
Jack freezing. of
Freezing.
course.
The smash cut of him shivering, and he knows that he's lost because he hears the snowcat leaving. He knows they're leaving. He knows he's lost. He's fucking just like, fuck it. He sits down. Smash cut. His frozen fucking cross-eyed face.
Looking
It's
up.
awesome.
Incredible.
Incredible is right.
Incredible. Yeah, the sharpness of the cut. It's night and then it's day. He's fucking icicly. It's fucking
That's
incredible.
awesome.
Yeah.
And what do you guys think of, as I was watching this, being so savvy to pretty much a lot of horror now, I noticed a lot of nods to The Shining, and one of them, didn't they mention, Wolf Creek? at some point.
Well, Jack Nicholson was in Wolf, so
No, but he says.
so it's like 7 degrees of separation.
I just feel like they take a lot of names from this movie, like Grady and Wolf Creek and shit like that. Like, I feel like there's a lot of things lifted from The Shining. But yeah, whatever. I just wonder if you guys
is
noticed
Wolf
that.
Creek in The Shining?
Yeah, they mentioned I don't know. Somebody was at Wolf's Creek or something. They just mentioned, and I know that just came out. The secret.
I didn't catch that.
It's possible.
Yeah,
it's possible. Let me ask you guys this: at the end, when he is chasing him, when he's just yelling, "Jenny,
I'm coming for you!"
No, at the very, very end, when they pull away with the snowcat, and he's just kind of like emphatically crying, just like, "Arr, arr." Do you think at that moment that he goes back to being Jack? I actually, last time I watched this, I felt sympathy for him at that moment. Like the hotel abandoned him at that point. Like he carried out his thing, and at the very end, he couldn't get the job done, and they just fucking threw him out to the wolves, so to speak, and he was just there. I felt sympathetic for him. Just the way he wails and yells, it just feels like he's tortured.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand that because, the hotel gave him a task to do, and he definitely failed, so maybe they unlatched from him, so to speak, and his mind kind of came back a little bit to him.
That's what I think.
It seems plausible, I guess.
Why didn't he just go back in there? Why didn't he just go back in the hotel?
He was so
He couldn't find his way out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have missed that. Wow, I missed a big ending. He froze in the maze?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, he sat his ass down.
I didn't even notice that.
He was exhausted, and that's where he froze, right in the fucking
He
maze.
heard them leave, so he knew that no matter what happens, he wouldn't...
He's
you
done.
see, so maybe he wasn't, like, released from the hotel because he gives up once he realizes, well, I'm not going to be able to kill them now. So it's like he probably could have gone on a little bit more and tried to find his way out. But no, you see him sit down at night. So I don't know.
I don't know. For some reason, last time I watched it, when I was really into it, and it just... I actually felt sad for him at the end. I think that he actually went back to being a normal person, and the hotel just kind of discarded him. And at that point, he wasn't really calling for Danny because he was chasing him anymore. He was just kind of like calling for help.
Kind of just crying, yeah.
Yes, like fucking get me out of this thing. And, you know, I was, in a sense, possessed. And now I'm returning back to some, to a normal-minded person. And I'm stuck in this fucking freezing snow. Please help me, because he's just kind of calling. He almost sounds like he's drunk. He's just like, I don't know. For some reason, I feel, sympathetic towards him at that moment. And then, boom,
Do you cry?
No.
You think of him when he went to sleep?
I do not cry. It is a little bit, it is a little bit.
Goddamn, Jack. Why'd you die, Jack?
It is disheartening, though. I'll tell you that. I noticed it the last time I viewed it, and then, boom, that's fucking badass. And then
the sharp cut, it's crazy. And then, then we get the final iconic thing of the slow push in on the picture from, what is it, like 1920s or something? July 4th.
July 4th, yes! We're a fucking...
Independence Day.
Yep.
Wow, that's so cool how you guys released this on July 4th.
Well...
well,
a little before July 4th,
Alex,
just so people have time to listen to it. But yeah,
wait, guys.
Hold on.
You're saying we're not putting this out on July 4th?
No, it's our anniversary. We're putting it out as soon as possible. We are not putting it on July 4th.
Wait. You're telling me the ending shot of your favorite movie ever is July 4th, and it's a week away, and you're putting it out a week before that.
What do you mean we're a team now, buddy. We're putting it out ASAP. Yes.
Hey Dave, sidebar real quick. Hey Alex, will just be one second. Hey Dave, come here.
Okay, all right. What do you got?
I'm starting to regret this decision about this whole Alex thing.
God damn, he's so fucking it's like having a Stanley Kubrick in the fucking
cares? It's one day. It's like we should have put it out in 1980 or something. Like, come on, Jesus Christ.
A fucking detail geek. Good God.
Yeah, to say the least. I mean, Jesus, did you hear that thing about the phone and the phone number.
Oh my God, it's fucking nuts.
So
I can kind of hear you.
we'll ditch him after this. So yeah,
Fair enough.
Let's just
Alex,
get this one out of the way. Hey,
Alex, we do
Yeah.
this on purpose. We are always 1 week off. We were 1 week off for Father's Day when we did A Tale of Two Fathers.
Right.
Yes, we were 1 week off on our back to school special when we did it last year. It was a week after school started. So this is kind of the Banana Laser way. We're not as meticulous as the Skeleton Crew. We don't really. You are Stanley Kubrick, my friend. You are.
So you're saying I have a neuroses of.
We
and
are.
you got a weird beard.
We're Quentin
and,
Tarantino. Or
Okay.
Dario Argento. I'll even say that. That's who we are.
Well, all right. Hey, listen. I would love to take a back seat, kick back, and just ride the banana boat in. I don't have to do any of this shit no more, man.
Ride the banana boat.
Yes, fuck dates and schedules. Fuck that bullshit. I'm gonna hang loose and let you guys steer us into an iceberg.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Hey, this shit needs to end sometime. Why not go out kamikaze style? Fuck it.
Shit.
Yeah, so, I think we've talked long enough about this, and I think we've jerked off Stanley Kubrick enough. But, I mean, I guess we gotta do the standard thing that we do on the show. Well, Dave and I give this 5 stars. Alex, what do you give this?
4 to 5.
Okay.
Okay, ask me why not 5.
It's the
Why
dick screaming
not
shit, right?
5. Why not 5?
I don't know.
You don't
I
know?
don't know.
Just to be different?
Because it's not a fun movie? No, that's not true, because you like movies like Halloween. That's not fun.
Yeah, he likes
Yeah,
H2.
right.
He's fucking down with
Evil Dead remake's not fun.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is better than Evil Dead remake, no?
Yeah, I'm not that stupid, dude.
Oh.
Oddly enough, I enjoy them almost the same, believe it or not.
Fair enough.
But,
watch it 25 more times, then you'll see. How about that one?
20, yeah.
Well,
Watch
it
it as
does
many
take a lot-
times as Kubrick did takes in the fucking pantry scene.
Well, Spielberg didn't like the movie.
115.
Spielberg didn't like it either. He's friends with Kubrick. Kubrick saw him somewhere. He said, after The Shining came out, he said, what do you think about my movie? And Spielberg said, well, I like this, I like this. And Kubrick saw right through him. He says, okay, it's obvious you don't like my movie. What don't you like about it? And then Spielberg said, he goes, well, that was my first viewing. He goes, now that I've watched it 25 times, I think it's a fucking masterpiece.
That's funny.
That happened to me. You know, this happens a lot. You know, I can't stress enough. Anybody listening out there, the biggest revelation I ever had in my life, horror-wise, so I'm not going to be weird, but horror-wise, was when I went to see the Evil Dead remake and, you know, what I thought of the original and how I felt going into this and what they were going to do with the original, whatever. And I did not like it at all. I thought it was just shit. I thought the characters sucked, all that kind of stuff. I focused on all the wrong shit because I went in there with a certain mindset. And I really wasn't comfortable doing our retrospective, ending it that way with that last movie as the end of the retrospective. So I went and watched it again a day later, which I really don't ever do. And it was an entirely different experience. Like my point is, second watches are so important. And I think The Shining is a huge example of that. I had the same thing Spielberg did. And no, I'm not saying I'm also Spielberg. But I'm just saying, like, I watched it the first time and it was just nothing to me. Really nothing. Just stupid. I really thought it was a waste of time. And I can't believe I wasted 2.5 hours sitting there. And then this time, it's like the appreciation level is just through the roof. And it's like, I'm sure that by the 5th time, I'm going to have this in my top 5. Like, that's how good it really is. And it just doesn't click in your brain. So if anybody doesn't agree with any of this shit that we're saying or sees it through their eyes, just give it I don't know how many, someone's probably like, I watched it 5 times. It sucks. But
I like the miniseries Mick Garris did. That one's pretty cool. The CGI, it's great.
Steven Weber, man, fuck Nicholson. But you know, it's just like, you know, whatever. I'm telling you, this is a movie that hugely benefits on second watch, and I just want to say thank you guys again. You opened my eyes to this and the Saw series because I gave neither one of them a chance. So I I'm glad to be here. It's great, and thank you for opening me up to the idea that I really love The Shining. I understand, and I appreciate it. I see it for what it is.
Boom.
And that's awesome to me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Excellent.
I'm glad to hear that, man.
Well, I hope you feel that way about our next movie, Thanksgiving 3, because it's you got to watch this one 5 or 6 times before it really sinks in.
Awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I believe in that too.
are you out of your fucking mind?
All right, so we got to talk about something that we haven't yet, and that's Room 237.
This is the one.
Yep, pretty pivotal stuff here. I like how there's a few multiple things that I want to get into, but the first one is the introduction of the scene. Danny's playing, with trucks on the carpet, and the tennis ball is rolled to him. Tennis ball, the same one maybe that Jack was throwing up against the wall. I never really noticed that until probably a few viewings ago. That yeah, it's like, okay,
I never noticed that.
Yeah, so okay, well here's the thing. This is early on in the movie when you could say that ghosts aren't really there. Kubrick is kind of playing with it. And so you see the tennis ball being rolled to him. Could it be his dad? You don't know. Then he goes to room 237, right? And it has a key in the lock. Now, this always kind of struck me because if it was just ghosts and stuff, why would they need a key? And you never see what happens to Danny in the room.
Well, because that's a known room for problems, so they probably just lock that room and nobody can go in there.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Why would it be sitting? Yeah, the key in the lock. Yeah,
because it's something to mess with you. I mean, ultimately, it's ghosts. Yes, right. But I think it's very cool that they're playing with it. That it could be his father, and I'm thinking, well, maybe his father did do it. He opened the room with the key and left it in there. Because if it was ghosts, clearly they can just unlock shit and do whatever they want, right? I don't know.
Yeah, they could walk through a door, I think.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
exactly. If they're Sam Wheat.
It's just a small thing in it that kind of makes it, open to interpretation. I think at the end of the movie you understand that, yeah, he was hurt by a ghost and stuff like that. But it's just another thing to throw it in there.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they were teasing him to begin with. First, he's riding the fucking big wheel, and he's doing his thing, and you see that very first scene, which is brilliant. When he slows down, he stops, and it's almost like he's pulled into that fucking room. And he stops on his big wheel, and he slowly walks up, and he puts his hand on the doorknob and turns it, and it's locked, and he gets that little flash of the girl. And that scene's awesome. And then he gets on the fuck. How great is it the way he hauls off, too? He takes his fucking hand and he pushes his fucking tire on his big wheel, and he's fucking booking. You see his head moving. He's fucking scared shitless. So, he's privy to this room. We mentioned it to Dick. He's got the whole thing going on. So now they need him to go into that room because they have to go one step further. The hotel, once again, like I said before, is slowly taking over. They don't have enough power yet. This is my theory. So they're doing little things to fucking entice the living to interfere with the spirits. So when you see this key in the door and it's open, that's an obvious invitation for Danny to walk in. Of course he's going to walk in when he sees that. Any fucking kid that age would do that. But a kid that's very suspicious about that room, you know what I mean? They're sucking him into that room. They can do what they want. They're getting stronger. You know what I'm saying? It's because of Jack they're getting stronger, and it's because of Danny they're getting stronger. But they're to that point that, okay, they're basically setting a bear trap. They're placing the bait, so to speak. Here's the key. The door is open. Come on in, kid. I think that's easy. I've never questioned that.
Yeah, but what an amazing scene that it eventually led to with what the fuck was after that? When the mom, she thinks that the kid was hurt by Jack, and
that scene.
The amazing part of the scene is your perspective, because Jack didn't do it. So when he's looking at her like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You feel for him.
You're Jack at that moment, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking? What happened? So you're clueless as he is, and you're speculating, well, a ghost did this? Like, what the fuck? And it's just like, it brings it to another level of like we just wondered an hour ago probably if these are real ghosts or whatever the fuck, or visions or whatever, and if somebody's turning or like unlocking doors that this guy's locked in a cupboard or whatever, and letting him out, is a ghost truly physically harming their son? You know, it's just like crazy. You know,
and he starts making that face even before she questions him. He knows it's coming. She's sitting there holding him. And fucking, you know, he's sucking his thumb. He's all fucking disgruntled. He's doing his thing. And he's already making that face. He's got his hands on his fucking face, and he's got that look. He's confused. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, you can almost see him. This is what I see when I watch it. He's anticipating her questioning him next. He's like, oh boy, here it comes. She's going to fucking say it's me because of what happened before. And sure enough, boy, does he pull that fucking scene off. Amazing.
Yep. You live it with him.
You do live it with him, yes. And then there's the other scene when she comes in, and it's right before that when he has the nightmare. I dreamt that I killed you and Danny.
Killed both of you, yeah.
Not only did I kill you, I chopped you into little pieces, and he's screaming in his dream. And that's the last time you really see humanity out of him. When you see the old Jack, which I believe is not such a bad guy, and he's fucking terrified. He's like, I didn't just kill you, I chopped you in little pieces, and he's visibly upset about it. You know, that's what's disturbing, is that at that point you almost feel sorry for him because he's being taken over by the fucking whatever resides in this hotel. That's my whole thing about him being possessed and not being such a bad guy. I don't put him in the same place as you two put him, with him being so bad. I think
he's not a bad guy, dude. Just because you resent sort of people in the situation you're in, I don't think it makes you a bad guy. I just think it just means that you're not where you want to be. I don't think that means it doesn't like encapsulate who you are. You know, he's a frustrated guy who's not happy where life ended up for him. You know, that's all. I don't think he's a bad guy.
I guess I'm defensive. I guess I see it differently. On the child, your opinion on him resenting his child. Right. That's all. I guess me being a daddy, I feel different.
Because you're a dad. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
I guess that's why. You're not assholes. You're just not daddy.
Yeah, our balls don't work. We get it. We can't impregnate someone. We got it, Dave. Okay, our lineage is dead. We understand. No children. Okay, moving on.
The last one did shitty podcasts.
Oh man!
Thank God he's dead. That's it.
Well,
okay. You know, obviously, I know where you're going, Matt. Ready?
No.
Would you bang the chick in the bathtub?
Fuck yeah! That was probably that definitely was the first time I saw Bush. We've got Bush. I didn't even know what a vagina was, but I knew there was hair. You know,
down there.
I knew there wasn't a wiener, so there's something going on, right? What's going on?
You're watching Sleepaway Camp.
Hey, Jesus. Oh man, but how creepy is that fucking lady just laughing, and then it does the cutting back and forth between Jack and her. I mean, it seems so kind of haunted housey, but it's just done great. It's awesome. And even the special effects on her makeup weren't really that good. But
yeah, I was going to say. But here's the thing, that this is really weird, and it's a weird Stephen King connection. Do you guys know who stole that exact scene?
Mick Garris?
Okay. What's the scene where Jack's making out with this decrepit whatever. She bitch.
I know. Isn't it from It?
Yep, it's exactly.
Oh, really?
And that's what's his name? Ryan Murphy mentioned when we did our It review. He said that is from The Shining, and having only seen it once 10 years prior, I was like, okay, if you say so. But watching it now, it is identical because I've seen it 30 times, and he's making out. Jack Tripper's making out with Beverly Marsh. And he looks in the mirror, and it's fucking, you see clown pants or something, and then it just goes up, and he's making out with the fucking It clown. So this one, he's making out with a hot chick, and he looks in the mirror, and I think it goes up.
Sees algae ass.
Yeah. And it's like, what the fuck? It's like the same exact shit. And it's weird that Stephen King is associated with both movies. You know, it's weird.
So. There's a whole connection with fucking The Shining and It, actually.
Yeah?
He got a character from one, and...
You mean in the book?
Yeah. He wrote something in the book. They had to do something with it. It's not coming to me yet, but hold on. Let me go back to this. That girl in the shower, the bathtub, when Jack gets to fucking room 2... First of all, not even that. How about Dick Halloran laying in the bed and fucking getting that vision, which leads to this entire... It's almost, you think like it's Halloran's dream. He's sitting there, and he slowly opens his mouth, and what the fuck is this dude seeing? And that heart's beating, boom, boom.
I thought milk was going to come out of that fucking chick's tits in the picture.
What? Oh, that girl. Oh.
He was opening it up for mama.
That scares the fucking shit out of me, that scene. That scene, when he's doing that, and then it leads... The look on his face is fucking horrifying. And then it leads to fucking Jack walking in the room. And I gotta tell you, you were asking about that girl in the fucking bathtub. I will say this. I noticed it recently. She does have a cute face. And I just noticed this recently. She fucking creeps me out. Everything about her. The way she... Listen to me. The way she pulls the fucking thing back, the slowly, how she pulls the fucking curtain back, and the way her first step out of that tub, the way her leg looks, and it goes, she looks like a fucking a beast. No, it scares me. It looks like a fucking gazelle or a fucking an insect, a praying mantis.
Are you afraid of women, Dave?
I'm telling you, that woman to me, I do not have a sexual attractiveness to. The look about her, the way she walks. The fucking thing, I'm wrapped up in that moment, it completely fucking spooks me out. I've never thought of her as sexually attractive until this past week. I really looked at her face, and I thought she had a cute face, but that was the first time ever. I try to look at it from a different perspective. That has always fucking creeped me out. Maybe because I knew what's to come, but...
Yeah, right, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
so.
the only way, because...
But I'm telling you, no, there's something about her. To me, I bet someone's going to weigh in on this. Someone's going to fucking say something on the page or send us an email. She looks fucking creepy.
Holy shit, Dave. I just looked up her IMDb. It's not there. Holy shit, man.
Guess what, buddy? I'll go a step further. It's not there. I'll tell you what. Hold on. I kid you not. The girl that played her in the bathtub before and after... The old fucking decrepit lady from the bathtub, which is fucking scary as fuck, and the fucking supposedly sexy girl that steps out of it. Both of those women were never in a movie before The Shining and have never been in a movie since The Shining. That is a fact.
That's deep.
It's fucked up. That's all I'm saying. It's just
maybe this footage they sent didn't impress anybody.
Maybe they're
really
Overlook
ghosts.
absorbed them. Yeah, holy shit.
House absorbed.
Jesus Christ.
But no, she's always creeped me out. I'm sorry.
Algae
If I sound
ass.
like a fucking weirdo, I'm sorry. She's
Yeah, a
always
little bit.
creeped me out.
No problem.
Yeah, you do. And I'll go ahead and cut this out because you don't want to freak people out.
I don't give a fuck. Someone agrees with me out there. I'm telling you right now.
Oh,
she
what?
is creepy. That step when she steps out of the tub. All right, dude. All right.
I'm just
we
kidding,
shall
dude.
see.
No, okay. Honestly, no, I thought she was hot. Sorry. I guess
she's
I
hot.
didn't.
She does have a cute face. I'm not disputing that.
I'm looking at her whole body, dude.
Yeah. Mhm.
She's hot.
Nah. Something about her hips and shit. I don't know. She just fucking...
She has childbearing hips.
She spooks me out.
That me and Matt could be parents
Yeah, maybe.
if we had balls.
Yeah, maybe. If her shit works.
All right, so we talked about this big scene, but I want to really dive into the fucking bathroom scene, man. Oh, the other bathroom. Oh, yeah, let's go from one bathroom to the
Delbert
other.
Grady? Yeah.
How about how she keeps laughing after he's fucking gone? And he
He
locks
told
the
a fucking
door.
joke.
And he's bugging out. That's fucking creepy right there. He's running away, and you still hear laughing from behind the door.
You don't think I'm hot?
Oh, dude.
She probably has the same thing that Stephen King had in the Creep Show from Meteor Shit. She's got that shit growing on her fucking ass. Jesus Christ!
That's
I think
Dave
she's
is
here.
way into
Dude,
this.
that's
I think we should get out of the laser land.
So yeah, no.
I'm sorry. It's,
what was this, room 237 here? Fuck.
By the way, room 237. Did you know
Nope.
that in the book it's 217? They made it 237. Yeah, they made it 237. Did you
Now
know?
why? Yeah, because they didn't want people coming to their hotel.
I'll
Like,
tell you why. Because at the Stanley, there really is a room 217.
That's what I'm saying. How
well,
big
who
of a
wanna
draw?
stay in it? They
Me. Are you fucking out of your mind? Would you not want to stay in room 217 of the Stanley Hotel?
People like you and I, yes, but
Yeah.
to most people, they would see that and they'd be like,
Those people are stupid.
I think not. You know, they're just looking at the general populace here.
Yeah, I guess so.
Something
That's
so iconic is just based on bullshit. That's so weird.
I know, right?
Wow.
And it's funny because if you watch that show, they come up with all these reasons. The fucking Room 237 documentary. Oh yeah, he chose 237 because he filmed the fucking fake moon landing, and it
Those
was
people are nuts.
2.3.7 away from
Right.
the sun.
That's
and
what I heard.
Did you see that, Alex?
Yeah.
Oh God. Once again, some of the things made sense.
I
think the
can't
stuff
get past
about
the giant dick in the interview. And when their hands
Yeah.
clasp, I
Yeah,
just
this
see a
dick is-
giant black dick. Well, that says a
Yeah.
lot about you, sir.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, it's like those
They are
fucking
reach-
things that they show you in that when you go to a psychologist, those ink things.
Yeah.
I see a
The
dick,
Roy Shark, yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
I have something to tell you.
And if you slow down any film
Yeah.
to a single frames, you're going to see something, okay? You're going to find whatever you particularly are looking for, whether it's the Holocaust or, killing off the Native Americans. You're going to find. Or big black cocks, you're going to find it.
You'll always
black
find
cock.
black cock if you're looking for it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know what is really cool though? Every scene except once they get into the hotel and it's just the three of them, they don't do it so much. But in the beginning, every scene there's like a fade in and a fade out where they combine the existing scene with the next one. And I think that's clever filmmaking. I like the
I
way.
don't know. It would have been better if they did wipes like Lucas did in Star Wars. Every scene, wipe.
That was pretty. That was pretty. Lame.
That's innovative.
Well,
But yeah.
Yeah, I can do that out of my Windows Movie Maker. I don't think it's that.
But the Indian thing, the native thing, did make sense to me because you do see that Calumet fucking can in a few different scenes, and you see Native American like decorations inside the hotel.
Yeah, because of
and
where
it's
they're
built
at. It's
upon
Colorado.
You don't understand though. These are set pieces,
don't?
Matt. No,
So
these are
what?
set pieces.
Yeah,
He
of a
put them
place
there
that
intentionally.
exists in Colorado.
Yeah,
There's mountains behind it.
I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm just. It may be more than coincidence. That's all I'm saying.
No.
You don't think
no
that
way.
Kubrick has any type of sympathy with Native Americans, and that was something on the set? Why not? I mean, think about it. This
No.
man picked out every fucking set piece you see.
So? That does no, I disagree with this one.
I'm
Shutting
not saying
it
I
down.
completely agree. I'm just saying that
There's
like
something
two
there.
theories on that room 237 that maybe I could fall
yeah.
in line with, and that was one of them with the natives. I'm not saying everything makes sense. Of course not. They're fucking reaching.
And
Realize.
it took me 3 sessions to watch Room 237.
Same here.
Yeah, because it was
Too
just
much.
hard to get through.
Is it really?
Long-winded, very long-winded.
Oh yeah, but at the very end, one person did say something that opened my mind up a little bit. He's like, "Hey, look, it's kind of ludicrous to be looking at a film like this, but it's a piece of art, and I see what I see. I can't explain that. This is what I see. It's like looking at a painting. Everybody thinks something different, and that is what it is." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, you're fucking right. You're just seeing what you see. It's not like it's absolute truth, or something like that, or he planned every single thing like." The typewriter is a thing for the Holocaust and
Yeah, right.
fucking shit like that.
Yeah, you
And
almost
it-
don't have
reaching-
time to plan everything like you.
Yeah,
think
no,
you
you
do.
don't.
It just
And
works out that way sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. So
reaching.
I'm glad one person called that out at the end of the movie. Yeah, so
But that's Kubrick. I mean, he's identified as that type of director that he picks out these things and he does things with intent. I mean, and we've learned this. I've learned it watching the documentary, first Room 237, but recently the documentaries on The Shining, where he did this and he was very meticulous in all these takes and all these scripts and everything, and it was for a reason. So I do understand that about him. You know, people are going to interpret his films.
Yeah.
But you know what, Dave? Quantity doesn't always mean quality. Just because he did 144 takes, it doesn't mean that it was better than anything else.
I agree, but this does separate movies. Like, take a look at a movie like this, which I fucking love, and it's a piece of film, and watch a movie like Slumber Party Massacre. Which,
that's all right.
Nothing against it. I enjoy Slumber Party Massacre. No,
The Driller Killer.
I have no
87 takes for the trailer.
I have no problem with Slumber Party Massacre. I'm just saying I enjoy it on a different level. But I watch it, and you know they're just filming, and there's people in a room, and that's it. Now you take a look at a guy like Stanley Kubrick and what he did with his film, and the cinematography, and the performances, and the music. Yes, that's the difference. Yes.
That's what we said that's what the fucking argument between the Halloween remake and the Friday 13th remake. One's filmmaking, and the other is a guy videotaping people. You know, it's like, it's a different thing. Yeah, clearly, Kubrick's a filmmaker. You know, I mean, you can't dispute that. It's a joke.
Thank you for listening to the BananaLaser podcast. Please be sure to check out horrorphilia.com for a full archive of all of our previous episodes, as well as other great podcasts, like The Skeleton Crew, My Bloody Podcast, and many more. Please be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at BananaLaser Show. Also, join our Facebook group page at facebook.com/groups/BananaLaser. That's where the real lasers come out. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, where we post trailers, movies, and more. Interact with us. Please send us a voicemail at 314-720-8842, or send us an email at bananalaser@gmail.com. You can also find us on iTunes and Stitcher. Again, thanks for listening, and keep on banana-inging. Something like that.